Round one. Fight!
Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, that intro gets me pumped every time. Hey, so welcome to our second episode number 2 of Tier Ranker Movie Fights. Today we will be coming at you with the greatest video game franchises of all time, doing a little tier ranker of that. And I have here, actually, let me throw it up here. Sorry, bear with me on the getting all the right here. Okay, so we have my co-host Chris Schott, aka the Casablanca Kid. How's it going, Chris? You ready for this?
Yes, I am. I'm excited.
All right, awesome. And then we have Mark the Builder, aka Mark Johnson, aka I guess the Scarecrow today. How's
Your
it going?
local plague doctor. Here for swabbing your nose.
Yeah, definitely safe for COVID. a little too safe. We can call you Mark Too Safe Johnson. Awesome. So yeah, I don't know how your guys' weekend went, but I'm definitely having a great weekend because we had the first Boise State game and they had a shutout against Utah State. Yeah, so that was awesome. They won 21-0. Wait. So last time that I checked it was 21-0. Did you guys get the final score actually?
I think it was 34. Hold on, let me look at it.
Oh,
I literally got home
42-13.
Okay, 42-13. Yeah, I just looked it up. So 42-13. I checked in the second quarter because I was out doing touristy things with my brother and his girlfriend that were in town this weekend. So that was fun going out with them.
Doing this, my Green Bay Packers are going to go live, which I know last week was horrible.
I know.
Yeah, come out this week and do something.
Yeah, what happened last week with the Packers?
I don't know, dude. It was bad. It was very bad.
Yeah,
it's like we showed off strong and then kind of fell asleep like halfway through.
yeah, kind of started off strong and didn't finish too well.
Yeah. So from now on, I think I'm going to rock the hat because it's kind of my thing.
Yeah, kind of fit
I like it.
your whole persona.
Yeah.
I got a hat too, but it's just I don't
My
reach up
tribute
screen.
to Humphrey Booger. Yeah.
Right on. All right, so I'm going to try to get into this. Let me see here. I'm still trying to learn all this StreamYard stuff, but let's bring up the right here. Let's see if I can share this here. It should be popping up for you. Yep, there we go. So this is going to be our tier ranker list. You scroll down here and you have just a ton of video game franchises. I'm sorry, and basically how we're going to.
Oh, never mind. There was a block. Okay.
Yeah. So basically how we're going to do this is it's going to be the most we could rank within roughly a 2-hour period. You can breathe again, Mark.
Yeah, that's better.
Come up for air. But yeah, and so how we're doing it is I included some of the best games from pretty much every console that I could think of, and also some arcade games, but we are not including computer games or mobile games. There might be a couple games that that played on computer and console, so might be having a little crossover. That's fine, but if it's a strictly computer game or strictly mobile, it's not on the list. So, but everything else is fair game. So
that's good because mobile games are kind of a shame upon gaming. A lot of bad ones.
yeah, that's what I kind of think.
There are a
I mean,
lot of
take
really
your
horrible
money and
mobile
your
games out
time.
there.
yeah, just more of like a time sucker and then like money like sucker, pretty much. Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
I do like Marvel. What is it? Marvel Strike Force.
Oh yeah,
That
one is a lot of fun.
I love that game.
And then
Game's a lot of fun.
I also heard Call of Duty Mobile is pretty solid. I haven't tried it out, but I heard it's pretty solid.
I would. I'd
But
be a little reluctant to dive into that one.
yeah, there's that one. Also in they have Injustice on mobile. That's pretty cool. Also, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Those are just a couple. Like,
Really, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the phone? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, they have it on the phone, and it's actually the full game.
Wow.
Like there's nothing cut out. So
dope.
yeah. So that's pretty cool that they were able to do that. But
That
yeah,
game
so
definitely is one of those superiors.
Yep, definitely. So I feel like this is going to be a little tough. We're going to have a lot of games we're going to want to throw up in the superior. So I think things are going to kind of move around as we go. There'll be some that'll get bumped up and bumped down. But I'm only going to allow 10 in the superior tier, and then all the other ones can probably have up to 20 in each one. So we can kind of just go through it, and it goes S for superior, and then it just kind of goes down from there. And if there's any that none of us have played, we can just stick them down here, and we won't have to talk about them. And with all the games here too on the logos, whether it shows like the
complete franchise or not,
yeah, like whether it shows the first in the series or the second, third, fourth, and fifth. Basically, we're just talking about their franchise as a whole. So like over here,
we're talking about franchise as a whole. Okay.
Yeah, so if you have Grand Theft Auto 5, that'll include every single Grand Theft Auto, so from 1 all the way to 5. So it'll
Which is
just
tough because
yeah, so you can have to take that into consideration because some games they have one really great franchise, but they have a couple of their franchises that really sucked, and so you got to kind of take that into consideration as you're ranking the franchise as a whole. You can be like, well, like number 5 was really awesome, but number 1 or number 2 kind of sucked, So you kind of have to just kind of do it that way. So just kind of think about that. But there's some franchises where literally every single one is just great all around. So I mean, just kind of keep that in consideration. And so I'm just going to kind of start here, going across the top to start. But then maybe as we go on, we'll kind of jump around if there's some you really want to make sure that we.
So Destiny, I've never played.
That we definitely touch on. So funny enough, I've had Destiny 2 sitting in my living room next to my PlayStation 4 for a year, still in the plastic. I haven't even played it yet because I literally have so many games like that. That's like one of my things that I do. I end up buying way too many video games, and then I don't have time to play them all. So it's like, because I usually like to try to play a game all the way through before I start on the next one. So that's just kind of
that's usually the way to go. I've recently become a game hoarder, but I do it a different way. I don't buy the brand new $60 game. Like whenever there's some deal going on, I'll buy it. And recently there's the racial justice and equality bundle, and whether or not you agree with it or with the organizations they were supporting.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was 1,700 games.
What?
For the PC for $5. I'm like,
what?
We're not talking about PC.
So now I've got 1,700 games. I'll probably never play.
Yeah.
PC,
crazy.
Yeah.
And I've got Game Pass. I've shared a link on Facebook about there's a method to get Game Pass Ultimate for a much cheaper rate. That's totally legit and legal. So
really,
and so I've done it.
Hey, I gotta check that out.
3 years of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $4 a month.
Wow!
Legitimately?
Basically, I don't know. Should I share? How many people are watching right now? I see. Okay. Well,
we don't know.
I'll go ahead and share.
We got 3 people watching us, so
you start out with the Xbox Live Gold membership, and max that out to 3 years, and then convert it to Xbox Ultimate, and then it'll automatically convert it, and you only have to pay like the $115 payment, and then it converts it those 3 years. So I got all these games I'm gonna have to be playing. Like I have played Destiny, the original Destiny 1. You want to start it? You want to start ranking that one?
Yeah, we can start with that one. But I was gonna just say one thing about the like Xbox Live. So I didn't realize that you can stack memberships. So like a way to get it cheaper, you can stack them and like pay for like multiple years, can't you? You can pay for like a couple years at a time.
Right now with Xbox Live, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so that's a good way to do it.
Option to buy it for a year now. The only option to get for a year is to get the Ultimate.
I got that from Costco.com. And there's other game sites where you can just get the code. You buy the code. So they stopped selling the year, but there's still codes out there. So as long as there's codes, you can redeem those.
Yeah, and I say to kind of stack it too.
Sign language. Can't hear you.
But
there you go. Okay.
Yeah, why I like kind of say to stack it is because this deal, like, who knows if it's just a limited time thing, if it's going to go away soon. So you could stack it just to make sure that you're covered for a while, you know.
Yeah, they'll probably get rid of it. I think that's one reason why they got rid of the year, selling the year membership cards. Although you can still find them around.
Yeah.
So. So we Destiny 1.
can start here. So yeah, this will be the franchise as a whole. So we're talking Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, and then it's one that I never played. Chris, you said you never played it, right?
I've never played it, but isn't it mostly just multiplayer?
Yes. Yeah, you have to have Live Gold or the PS4 version membership in order to play. It's only multiplayer. I'll put it at C for now.
It's all you, Mark. So yeah, if you want it at C, then it's going at C.
So there's a lot of talk about the original Destiny, and basically they kind of pushed it out. They spent like tons of money developing it, and then they pushed it out trying to get it sold quickly. But so they rushed it, and it started out with like very little story mode. I will say you have to have multiplayer enabled, but there is a single player ability.
Is there actually a pretty legit campaign for that?
And the campaign for the original, the Destiny 1 was not good, but they've added expansion packs that have made it much better. So it's a lot of fun to play. It's very intense to play. And it's something it's one of those kind of games that you could be sucked into and just play for like 100 hours.
Really? Because I know a lot of people are still playing. I mean, Destiny 2, obviously.
Yeah, so they've improved upon it a lot. I'll leave it at C for now.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason why I ended up with the copy of the game because we're at Chris was with my wife Shannon's family, and they had this package under the Christmas tree that didn't have a label on it, and they couldn't remember who it was for, and so we just opened it, and it was Destiny 2, and we thought he was supposed to go to Shannon's brother and law, because he has some kind of, like, I don't know what it is, but some kind of reason why he's not really able to work. He just Shannon's sister is she works, and then he's just like the stay-at-home dad to stay home and take care of the kids, and he plays a lot of video games with them, and so they thought that the game was supposed to be for him, but then he says, I already have Destiny 2, so they're like, anyone? I was like, I'll take it, and they're like, all right, there you go, Destiny 2. Okay. So I have it, so I definitely need to check that one out. Like it's one I've been wanting to play. I mean, I own it, so I want to check it out.
I'll admit I have Destiny 2. There was a time when they gave it out for free on the Xbox.
Oh, really?
Not the Xbox. I'm sorry, the PC.
PlayStation, yeah.
On PC, they were giving out a free version directly from Destiny, and so I have the rights to it. I've never played it.
So do you,
only Destiny 1.
Chris, you keep mentioning PC. Do you? I mean, you obviously play console too, right? Or do you mostly play computer?
Mostly console. My computer doesn't have a video card, and so
okay.
if anything's newer than 5 years old, play it on the console.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mark, you have to keep me and Chris up to date on like you're always good at like finding those like humble bundles or like the like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Pass, like all the deals. So maybe offline you'll have to like share some of your secrets with us.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
You know,
So one of the game series that. So hey, Mark, are you able to access and grab things and move them where they belong?
Oh, on this?
I'm not.
No.
Or is
No.
that just
Jordan's?
Jordan?
No.
Okay. So
No, it's just me. I'm the
series
key
that I'm
master.
gonna touch right now on, and I know I'm kind of jumping here, but
That's
it is
fine.
Max Payne. I noticed Max Payne 3 was on there, but that whole
Yeah.
series I think is phenomenal.
Where is Max Payne? Did anyone see it? These are
Yeah,
tiny.
it is on here actually. Yes, Max
I've-
Payne 3.
I've seen it.
Literally saw it earlier when I was looking through this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it here. Oh, here it is, Max Payne. So,
So
what do you guys think of the Max Payne series? We can do that one. Yeah, that's one that needs a serious like sequel. It's been a while since we've had a new entry.
no, so 3 like finished the series.
Oh, okay. So it actually finished
The
it.
series. Like I played every one of those games. 3 kind of really tied things up. It came out years after the first and the second one.
Okay.
The thing about the first and the second one is, I'm pretty sure they just came out for like the Xbox. But what they really need is like a remaster of these games because the story is incredible. The writing's awesome. It's
That'd
the
be
first
cool.
time where we kind of see like the slowed bullet time effect.
Yeah, like I've only played Max Payne 1 and 2. I never played 3, but remember at the time when I first played it, I was thinking this is the most gun violence I've ever seen in a game before. But
it's
like,
just a great story. It's
a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. I played only the first, and even back then, it was great story, really gripping, really like psychological. There's
Yeah,
like
those are my
parts of the game where
Those are my favorite games.
You're following this like you're in this dark room following a trail trying to find the voice of your daughter that has died, and it's really gripping, and they did a really good job with that story, and the bullet time was really fun.
Right. Oh yeah, and yeah, it is
bullet
very
time was
brutal.
cool.
It's a lot of fun, and yeah, it's a pretty dark story, but it's like the writing in that, and I love the blending of kind of the animation style. Kind of reminded me of the animation like in the early like Eastman Laird Ninja Turtle comics, because it's kind of got that kind of graphic kind of style. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, the graphics are pretty neat. I've only played the first one. The first one was maybe didn't have as many of those graphics additions, but yeah, I think should we put it at an A?
I want to put it at an S.
What do you guys think?
I want to put it at an S.
Well, for now,
let's play 2 and 3. So
yeah.
Put it at an S.
Well, why don't we put it at an A for now, and then we can kind of see how it stacks up at the end.
Yeah.
At
the end, we
might move up.
Over
the nice thing is today, like I can say in this whole stream, I don't have to bounce out early because I don't work till 2 today. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I have a lot of game series to break down. So Duck Hunt. I noticed Duck Hunt's on here. That game is amazing.
Yeah, you want to do some Duck Hunt?
But that dog pisses me off.
Yes.
Yeah, the freaking dog laughing at you. It keeps coming at you like mocking you the whole time. But like one of the things that I loved about it is that like back in the late 80s, they had a gun that would actually function on the screen. It was like something you would think would like be with the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Wii at least, you know. But like it actually worked back in the 80s, and it worked surprisingly well too. Like you could be like a crack shot if you were good enough. So.
And I've always been amazed by that one.
Yeah, so I feel like that game, So
it was like ahead of its time.
That game at least should be in B.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I think B is a solid place. That's where I would put it too.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's hard to put Duck Hunt in Superior because that just dog pissed me off. But then again, I think all of us remember like I remember playing that game as a kid, like having the gun, like and I always thought for some reason if I got a little closer with the gun, like I could like shoot it, like I could hit more ducks. Obviously, that wasn't the way the game was created. Okay, it just seemed that way.
Yep.
And you had that dog like, oh.
Yeah. And Duck Hunt was one of the first games I ever owned, actually. Like I think from like some versions of the NES, it actually came with the NES. I felt like.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I know that was definitely one of the games we had for the NES for years. My parents didn't really let us get any other system. All we had was the NES, so we like had 144 games or so for it. It was ridiculous. Whoa, and most of the games we got from like yard sales and stuff.
I had like 5.
Yeah, the NES where you had to blow on the cartridge if it doesn't work. It's like the only thing that ever worked. Which, like blow on a cartridge.
Ironically, as much as we thought that actually worked, it really doesn't.
No, I don't think it really does work.
Makes things worse.
Yeah, right. It's just funny.
But you always thought like it was gonna solve it. It helped things. You
made you feel better.
Dunked up spit was just sitting there making it worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it might blow a little dust out. So. But for me, one of the games franchise that I have to rank, I feel like it's a staple of like one of the games I played the most. It is Mario. We got to rank the Mario franchise. So basically, Mario. This includes everything except Mario Kart. I actually have separate, so we're not including Mario Kart. We're just including
the whole Mario series, dude. I was almost tempted to wear my Mario hat for this. So
for me, it's an S tier, like no question, because when I was a kid, I remember playing the original Mario. I remember like one of the few games that I actually played it with my dad, and like he doesn't really play very many video games, but he would actually play the original Mario with me and actually loved it. Whenever we got stuck on a level, we'd be like, "Dad, you got to beat this for us. We can't beat this level. Can you beat it for us?" And so he would always do that. And then I feel like it's just gotten better and better and better. Like they've had some solid franchise.
They have
or some solid entries to where you got Mario World. I remember the first time I ever beat Super Mario World. I remember it was like about a week before Christmas one year, and we were decorating our Christmas tree. I remember that my family kept trying to call me up, like come spend some time with the family, and I was like, well, I'm so close to beating this. Like I've never beaten a Mario game all the way through before. I'm so close, and then I beat it. I remember just that feeling of like pure like joy and like excitement. I was just like I finally beat a Mario game. I beat a Mario game. Right. I was like just like so excited when I was a kid. Right. So Mario World was
the way it was for me with a Mario 64, which I'm getting to go play back through now.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Because I got Mario All Stars as an early Christmas present from my awesome sister-in-law. Yeah.
Oh, cool! You actually got the Mario All Stars. Yeah, so that's like Mario 64. I know, like Mario
Galaxy, which I never played.
Yeah.
And
Christmas
the
is starting
water game.
earlier and earlier, man.
Yeah, and the Mario Sunshine where you shoot like water everywhere. Yeah.
Well, because you also with that game though, the reason you gave it to me early is as you play it, you actually you beat a certain number of missions, and then you get to enter to win these exclusive pins that are just absolutely awesome because it's the anniversary of Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I heard that game is also a limited time thing. They're only going to have it for like a limited time. So, and then it's not.
I heard that, but it's absolutely fun so far. Although it's definitely hard as hell. I definitely didn't realize how much challenging it was.
Yeah.
But yes, I remember beating that game. The game was awesome.
Yeah. So what's your guys' favorite entry in the Mario franchise? You guys got a favorite one that you like?
I mean, Mario 3 would be my favorite. Yeah. That they expanded on a lot of the design
lore
of Mario 1 and just all the different power-ups you could get, the different worlds.
It
was
definitely they introduced
a lot of fun with that.
All the super cool power-ups, and then also too, I like all the secrets. Like you could find like the whistles, and you could like warp to other levels. They're hidden throughout the game, and then also, there's like hidden corridors, hidden paths. It's the first Mario game to really like incorporate stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And the Mario Water World is hands down one of the worst things ever created.
Yes, Mario Water World. Oh my gosh,
it's just torture.
Yeah, I can't stand like every time you're on a water level, you're like, water level. I guess I got to beat this thing.
That's
Sure.
the one thing from the older games to the newer games that I'm so glad. Like we've things have changed so that you're not just like cranking over the same level over and over again, getting mad, and now you can like save and restart from the same point if you want to.
Yep, exactly.
Well, yeah, to a degree, I think you're right. With the Mario Wii U version, is that what you're talking about? Or you can actually save like in the water world. You get to a certain
I haven't
point.
played that one, but like just modern games in general, the ability to save load and
the
not
old
have to
games
redo the same level
like
over and over
Ninja
again.
Gaiden is literally, Ninja Gaiden, or was it Ninja Gaiden?
Oh yeah, that's one of the games that I left off of here. I should have.
Dude, that game is amazing, but it was just absolutely torture.
Yeah, like you got to do those speed run levels where you got to make it in like a certain time.
In that game, if you died, you were SOL.
Yeah, and you got to start the whole thing over. I remember that. Yeah, I remember getting so frustrated. It's like one of those throw your controller at the wall games. Like, frick, I died. I got to do this whole thing over again.
All right, what's next?
Yeah. So, well, just gonna say that my favorite entry in the Mario series was either Mario World or a Mario Galaxy, because I just thought that was like a really unique concept, just kind of running on a sphere like that, and like just all the different motion controls that they incorporated. I thought that was pretty cool. So wanted to throw that in there. So the next one we have, this is Just Cause. You guys ever played it? Just Cause.
It's awesome. It really is.
So much fun.
It's a lot of fun, especially with the grappling hook, where you can hook on the thing and just fly around on, like you can like grapple onto helicopters and stuff and just like fly around.
I feel like it's definitely one of those games where you can play for hours, and because of that grappling hook and other things, I feel like just erratic shit happens.
Right? Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
It's the kind of game that I would want to design.
It's just pure chaos.
It's just pure chaos. It's so fun. There's so many explosions.
Yeah, don't they have now I haven't played a lot of it. I've only played just a little bit. Don't they have some kind of sticky bombs or something that like shoot you off like in like different directions or something? But it's been
like 1 and 2, definitely.
I've actually played it probably like the 2 newest ones just a little bit, but it's just been brief, so I haven't played a lot of it.
Yeah, 3 I'm kind of stuck on right now because it actually is kind of a hard game too.
I beat 2 and 3. The first one didn't have as many features as the subsequent ones, and then 4 is supposed to be like pretty much the same as 3, but in a different land. So I'll rank it a B because of the lack of story.
Yeah, the lack of story is kind of
Although 3 does have a better story than
it does
2.
Yeah, I would kind of put it above Duck Hunt. What do you guys think? I'd put it there. What do you think? Oh, do you want
hard to compare, but yeah, sure.
It's hard to compare Duck Hunt.
Yeah, they're like totally different games. So I just put it there because there's way more you can do. So
okay.
Yeah, for that reason.
That makes sense.
All right, so I'm just gonna grab this one here, the Tomb Raider. So this is the franchise I absolutely love.
This series.
I didn't love the original ones. They were like the very very early on 3D block graphics.
I didn't hate them, but I didn't like. But
the new entries are like absolutely blew my mind away because these are like my favorite games. Like I love adventure games with a really good story and really good character development, like Tomb Raider, Uncharted, The Last of Us, all those series like that. Like those are like my.
So I still haven't played Uncharted. I need to. Of course, I didn't have it for the PlayStation, and I recently just got my PlayStation out. But I need to get the Uncharted series.
Yeah,
for sure.
You definitely do.
Tomb Raider, as a whole, since we're ranking as a whole, the character is amazing. You kind of got this female protagonist, kind of hunting treasures, kind of, exploring puzzles. This game obviously kind of pushes the puzzles a little further.
Yeah.
Really. So I think as a whole, probably, I think I would put it on superior level. Most definitely.
Yeah, for me,
especially with this latest franchise. version.
I put it on superior, but I wouldn't put it above Mario. That's my thought. I put it like there. But what do you think, Mark? You played Tomb Raider much?
I put it as like a C. I've never. I'm thinking about the older ones. They always seem like it was kind of cumbersome. A lot of the movements as you're trying to like go up a wall and go across something, and it was kind of cumbersome. You're always falling. You're always having to restart. It was kind of annoying, actually.
That is true because
luckily in the remake, in the newer version of Tomb Raider, they really improved on that. I think they looked at Uncharted and realized like with Uncharted, you never like, you never like press a button and because you're 5 degrees off, you fall off a wall. So they make it a lot. I think the newer versions are a lot funner to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't rank it as superior.
That makes sense too. If we're gonna rank him as a whole,
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't a huge fan of the first couple of original ones, and like how you say, like when you're 5 degrees off of a wall, you don't have it like aimed just right, then you're gonna fall and die and have to do the whole thing over again. That was a little annoying. but yeah, with that in mind, I'd probably maybe put it like
an A.
A. I put it A, but I'd put it here. I think that's
Nope.
that's
Without
right
putting it in front of Max Payne.
You put it behind.
No
What do
way.
you think, Mark?
No way.
Did you put it behind?
Yeah. Like
I'd be right with that.
Rated lower, so.
I haven't played enough Max Payne. I mean, I played it. I played the first two, but still. So yeah, I could do that. That sounds good to me. So, do you guys see anything or like any games that you want to do like that stand out?
So I know Goldeneye was on there.
Yeah, Goldeneye. That's a classic. Let me see. I see Perfect.
Should have
Dark.
I
It's kinda like
really
that.
need to have my thing up there.
Yeah.
So I can know where it is.
You guys see Goldeneye? If you see it here, let me know. I know it's here.
It was there. Goldeneye. Yeah, it says 007 on the graphic. Yeah, it was definitely a leap forward in the Nintendo 64 generation. I remember going to my friend's house and I wanted to play that.
I remember playing that game for hours.
It
was so much fun. It was like the first really fun multiplayer.
Oh, hey, 007 right next to Watch Dogs Legion, one of them. And right next to Ghost, whatever it is.
Let's see.
The samurai game.
Oh yeah, here. Yep. There we go. Here, I'm gonna keep it to the outside so I don't lose it. But
and that's I think that so every year they vote on Video Game Hall of Fame.
I can make this a little bigger for us. Here you go.
What I heard is that 007 was they've been wanting to put it in the Video Game Hall of Fame, but I don't think it made it this year.
Yeah, for me,
it deserves to be there.
Yeah, for me, I think that's the greatest first-person shooter ever made. That's my.
I think so too.
Because like I remember when it first came out, it revolutionized the first-person shooter, and I remember just playing hours and hours and hours of GoldenEye with my friends, like just for so long, and then we do all the different modes. We do paintball mode. We do like big head mode. We'd play with the golden gun, all of that.
And even the campaign was solid too.
Yeah, the campaign was actually really solid, and it has a legit soundtrack that actually, even to this day, I actually have the GoldenEye soundtrack downloaded on my phone, and it's actually like a pretty cool.
What
soundtrack.
you do?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's solid. I like it better than in like the movie soundtrack. Actually, it's pretty solid. Like my favorite thing was to do like proximity mines in the facility. I would always do that, and so like I just throw the mines everywhere. So you'd be walking along, all of a sudden, boom, you just explode because someone threw down a proximity mine or whatever. So yeah.
I see Clyde mentioned Mario Rocks. Mario was great because it opened up the gaming world to a wide range of ages and also appealed to both genders. So there's another S rating for Mario.
Yeah, so
back on the comments.
What's up, Clyde? Thank you for watching.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, so yeah, like Mario was awesome, and like that was kind of like almost like a bonding experience with my dad playing that. So like I think we have Mario in the right spot here. For sure.
I think so too. I feel like everybody could kind of play it because I remember playing with like my niece, my nephews, my brothers.
It's a game, yeah.
That's something everyone could play.
Yeah, because like that's one of the few games that, like, if I ever get my wife to play a video game, it's gonna be a Mario game probably. Like she's not gonna play anything else.
So. Same with mine, yeah.
My wife is
Play
all about the
Mario
Lego
everyone.
game series too, which are amazing. Which is not on this thing. You
Yeah.
have no Lego games on this. Which is sad.
Oh yeah.
But I really enjoy those.
No, I didn't put any Lego games on there because it was just such a wide range of like different like franchises within Lego. So I was like, that's too much, and we already got enough on our
True.
plate.
True.
But for Goldeneye though, like for me, I would rank it in S tier. I'd rank it
in S tier too.
below Mario, I think, but I'd rank it there.
Yeah, below Mario because it's
But-
literally one game.
Yeah, and I actually have the remake. They made a remake of Goldeneye. I think I want to say it was on like the Nintendo Wii. I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure. They might have had it even on like PlayStation. I can't remember which, but I remember.
They did a remake of it.
But I remember though that there's a YouTube video you can watch where they have all like. So they bring in some of the original creators from GoldenEye. Then they also have some new creators from like I can't remember what like company actually made GoldenEye, but the company that like when people that like run that company currently, and they sat in this round table and they're debating. So what do you think is the best first person shooter of all time? And unanimous, it was just GoldenEye. They're like GoldenEye, and and they might be a little biased because they kind of worked on the game, but even still, like they all said it unanimous. And they went through. We played Call of Duty. We've played. They like named all these other games, Battlefield, a lot of different games. But they all came back to GoldenEye, and so they do have a remake out there that's fun, but like there's just nothing like the original classic. Like it's just not. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it there. Yeah, that sounds good.
it was Rare Games.
Oh yeah, it's rare games.
Which
Yeah.
so the most disappointing thing was so years ago, it was a couple of years ago now, maybe a little longer now, but Rare came out with a remastered collection of games.
Okay.
Which did not include GoldenEye.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Because I know Rare they did like I think like Donkey Kong Country too. They did that, and I can't remember.
Never not part of that.
But
Yeah, so the remake it had Perfect Dark, and that was the closest you could get to the Goldeneye.
yeah, Perfect Dark was another solid game.
Perfect Dark's another solid game. I love that game.
Yeah, I played a lot of Perfect Dark. Speaking of Perfect Dark, I thought here you go.
It's on here.
It's right here. So I'd say definitely not as good as GoldenEye, but it's up there. Like I had a lot of fun playing.
See.
So I've since played Perfect Dark, like when it came out remaster on the Rare, and it was not as good as I remember.
Really?
It
Yeah.
was not.
Yeah, I'd probably put it C. I mean, I'd even put it like here, but I mean, that's not to say that it's a bad game. Like it's
The
an awesome
story
game.
was awesome, though, man.
It was
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
story
fun.
was
At the time, the story was great.
007
You had the
story.
alien conspiracy. You had this government that was run amok. You were trying to figure things out. So from that, if we're going just purely, I mean, then again, we're also rating the series.
Yep.
The game after this sucks.
Yeah, right. The game sucks. So, I mean, I would leave it here. What do you guys think? I mean,
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
I wouldn't quite put it in like a D yet, but I'd leave it there at the bottom of what we have.
Well, let's talk about the worst ones for now.
so
Let's see.
Portal.
I wouldn't say
we got Portal there.
Literally, dude, I played Portal 1 and I played Portal 2, and they were so painfully stupid. I'm like, what the hell am I even doing? I don't get everyone's all excited about that game.
It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle game. I mean, that's the big difference.
For like really smart kids.
So
who
like
hate themselves.
Here, let's see Portal.
It's a puzzle
We'll
game.
do it.
It makes you think a little differently than a video game. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
I
didn't love it.
I didn't like it
Put
at
a
all.
C.
Yeah, I
I
put
couldn't
it
even
C.
figure it out. It just pissed me off.
I'd put it C. I'd still put it at the bottom of everything that we have for now. So I mean, I'd be all right putting it there. But like for me, yeah, like one of those games that like literally would always piss me off. Like I would have all the portals perfectly lined up except one, and I can't figure out how to get the one freaking portal to line up, and so I couldn't couldn't always get to the end.
And I know
every
a
time.
lot of people quote that game. You know, it's one of those games where I feel like it's quoted all the time. So.
It's one of those games that like kind of breaks the game barrier where in almost all games you have a wall and you can't do anything about the wall. You can't blow it up. You can't go through it. It's just there. It's the wall. But
in this you can.
With Portal 2, you create a portal and then it sends you to a different location. It's like a genre breaking game. Same as like Minecraft. Oh, there's a ground. I can't do anything with the ground. What do I? Oh no, I can actually pick away the ground and go underground. So
Yeah.
I'd say Minecraft. I'm just kind of jumping around here, but Minecraft definitely an S.
Yeah. So
I don't get Minecraft. But then again, I'm not really that. I mean, the most I probably got is Sims. Okay, Sims was kind of that way you can build your house and everything else. But I never understood really like Minecraft. Although I know like my brother plays that, my buddy Spencer loves that game. You know, I feel like a lot of people love that game.
There are some shortcomings of Minecraft which are like bad tutorial, story mode isn't, there's not much story.
It's a horrible tutorial. Like I have no idea how to do any of the like functions in that game. Like, it doesn't explain
it. Once you get into it, it's so much fun.
But
it's amazing what people can create in that game too. It's incredible.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say, just real quick, did we decide on Portal for the final rest?
Do we want to put Portal in?
What do you think?
In B then? Sounds like you want to put Portal in P. In B, Mark.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to leave it up to you because I don't really have a feeling either way with that game.
Do you like Portal better than Destiny 2 and Perfect Dark then?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, because for me, yeah, I like it better than that. I even like it better than Duck Hunt, I'd say, but not better than Just Cause. That's my thought.
No, I don't like it better than Duck Hunt. It definitely should be behind Duck Hunt.
That'd be the tiebreaker.
Well, we can average it out. Yeah, you can put it behind Duck Hunt.
Okay, you can put it there, but like one thing though.
Oh yeah, graphics wise is better. Okay, you're right. It should go in front of.
Oh, we're not really. Yeah, we're not really. I guess we're not comparing graphics from like something from the 80s to the 2000s.
Yeah, it's a little tough to do, but
it is.
You know what the deal is with the Portal cake? Did you hear about the cake or something? There's some kind of cake in that game.
Yeah, you have to go to the end.
Yeah. You got to go to the very end to get this cake, which is like I never really understood that, but it's one of the mysteries of Portal.
Only those who get to the end are part of the secret club who knows about the cake.
Yeah, but so we were.
So all right, so Minecraft.
We're doing Minecraft. I'm gonna find it while we talk. I think it's here. Okay. So for me, I tried playing Minecraft. I just didn't get it. I thought it was stupid. I just don't give a crap about Minecraft. I'm sorry. I just don't. But in Super Smash Brothers, they just added a brand new character, and it's the two main characters from Minecraft, Steve and I forget the other one, but there's two main characters. So you can fight as a Minecraft character with a pickaxe. You can dig for materials. You can like on the little crafting table where you can upgrade your weapon. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that for a Super Smash Brothers, but for the Minecraft game, I don't really like it. Sorry, but you really do. So we could try and average it out.
Yeah.
So I know if my buddy Spencer was here arguing. I know if my brother Robbie was arguing. I feel like so it's one of those games, and I know that this is the way my brother Robbie kind of described it. It's one of those games where you feel like you can play with basically everybody. You know, you got a wide range of people who can play Minecraft. So you can play with your kids, to your friends. I know he used to hop on and used to game together and kind of build things. So from that aspect, I would almost put it on a B range. As much as I'm not necessarily a fan of Minecraft.
And the amazing thing is things that people have built, like I once saw like a full-scale replica of Walt Disney World. Like they built everything from Epcot to like the whole entire Disney World and rides. You can actually ride like roller coasters, and they actually move around when you get on them. And then I've seen like a like full-scale size of the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek, and then also someone did the Palace of of Brunei, which is like one of the biggest palaces in the world.
That's so
It's,
cool.
it's like in the Middle
See,
East.
so
and it
from that
keeps
aspect,
going
maybe
and
it
going forever.
belongs in A.
For me, I would give it a B probably. Like I wouldn't rank it above like Just Cause or any of these. I don't know. What do you think? You want it higher? What do you
We're
think?
climbing it, and Mark's not.
You want it higher, Mark? What do you
You want
think? What do you
Where do you
think?
want it, Mark?
You're gonna be the one to send it higher, else we're gonna send it down.
Mark, where do you want
A.
it?
A.
Okay.
That'd be all right putting it at the bottom of A. What do you think? Just behind it.
Yes, bottom of it.
All right.
Okay. All right. That's solid.
And I really want to get to like horrible games now because we need some at the bottom.
Yeah, so I wish that I would have added more horrible games. I wish I would have added like E.T. from Atari and like some of those horrible games that people say are like the worst, but there's not a lot. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you guys have any games you think are horrible. I only added games that were like generally like most people enjoy them. So
Dude, Twisted Metal is dope. I just saw that on there, man. That game's so much fun.
Twisted Metal. I actually have never played Twisted Metal, which is surprising because I've had every version of PlayStation. It's a PlayStation exclusive, and I just.
Well, they also had it for the computer too, which is where.
Oh yeah, for that, yeah. So we could rank that one. I mean, I never played it, so I can't really say. I just know that it's cars. You get weapons and blow each other up.
It's a fun battle game. I would probably put it. I mean, it was decent. It was fun at the time, but I'd probably put it at C.
Yeah. Since I never played it, I mean, I could go at the bottom of C, and it might get pushed down.
Yeah, bottom of C.
Do that. Yeah, that sounds all right. But do you see any, Mark, that are like ones that you think you wanna go for?
Dead Space.
Dead Space, I don't get.
Dead Space is one of those I'd put at the bottom. So like,
I actually really like Dead Space because I'm a fan of like the like horror games and all the monsters and stuff that pop out of that game.
So I tried playing the first game. The first game is scary as hell. I basically almost threw my controller.
Yeah,
you keep getting chased by those little monster things, whatever.
Yeah, but
but the graphics felt cheap to me.
Yeah, like I just like playing horror games, like in the dark, just like when all by myself, like just like really freaking myself out. So like The Last of Us, like when like the clicker zombies come, or playing like some of the newer Resident Evil games are like legit.
Left 4 Dead is one of those that should be on the bottom. I hate that damn game series.
Or like Silent Hill. Like I just like some of those like really freaky games.
Yeah, Dead Space like E, because when I was playing it, you're going through these spaceships and you have people attacking you. It gets a bit repetitive. You're always like hunting, like running out of oxygen. I found that mechanic a bit annoying. I'd rate E.
Yeah, for me, I actually enjoyed it a lot just for the horror element, but like the mechanics are a little clunky and kind of weird. I mean, I'd probably put it D, and then probably end up getting pushed down. So we'll leave it there for now. But I'm just gonna kind of.
I'd also put Resident Evil then, if we're talking about that kind of game, because Resident Evil 1 and 2 are basically impossible. The controls suck.
Yeah. The first couple, even the first 3 Resident Evils, like I just was not a fan of. But then, like some of the more current ones are actually pretty cool. Like I like the current ones. Just
not a big fan.
Where's Resident Evil? I know it's on here.
It was, which is why I feel like
I saw it on here.
It was again one of those repetitive. So we got
Left 4 Dead is another one of the series.
Is down at the bottom. Resident Evil down at the bottom.
You don't like Left 4 Dead?
Hate that series, man.
Oh, I freaking love Left 4 Dead because in Left 4 Dead you can be the zombies, which is cool. Like I freaking love that aspect of it. And the zombies run fast.
Just was the same thing like over and over again.
Yeah, I don't get the whole zombie genre really.
I don't know.
I don't mind the zombie genre because, for instance, we'll get to this game because I'm trying to think of what it is.
I think the reason the zombie genre is so popular is basically you can be as bloody and violent as possible, and it's okay because they're not real humans. And
Yeah,
so,
that is true.
it becomes like a lot more violent than other games. Okay, I can slay like 1,000 people, but
I don't mind, because like for instance, I love
so it's like
hopping
for
into
good
Doom.
Right.
There's something fun
so for
about hopping into Doom
psychopaths love this game.
and killing the hell out of a bunch of demons
Yeah, right.
and stuff, man. It's fun.
Yeah, because it's like with like zombie, I kind of feel like it's the closest thing to a human that you can be that bloody and gory with. I mean, we are talking video games, so
It doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. It's a video game.
Human, like in a lot of games.
You
But
know,
as far as Resident Evil goes, yeah, I'd probably like put it at the
Got my
bottom.
zombie mask.
I'm not a huge fan.
you know
What
what?
do you
Let's put it at Resident Evil's definitely better than Dead Space. And Resident Evil, the reason I can't play it, because it feels freaky as hell to me. I just get scared. But for that reason, it feels real.
I love about it.
Realistic. So
we can put it here.
I would say I want it actually higher.
Okay.
The reason it feels realistic, it's not for me, only because it scares the hell out of me. Although the first two games suck.
So where would you put it? Because it's one of those franchises that has gotten better with every single entry, better and better and better. So
I want to put it at least at. Gosh, it's tough to put it at A.
No, I wouldn't put it
at C.
Yeah, C. I'd put it C,
right.
and I'd even put it like here. But what do you think?
I put it in front of Destiny 2 because it only has 2 games.
You think it's better than?
Oh, dude, by far.
You think it's better than Perfect Dark? What
yes.
do you think? Okay. Yeah. You could put it there. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because the consecutive games after Perfect Dark, 64 sucked.
We said Left 4 Dead. We kind of talked about. I was just gonna see. I know it's on here.
All the sports games, you can just slide down to H.
Yeah.
All H.
No, you don't really play very many sports games, but I play a lot of. I play a lot of Madden and NBA 2K. Like I don't love those games, but I like them. But here, let's do.
Yeah, you have to be a big fan of sports, watching sports to play those games. I just don't get it.
Yeah, and like even playing them, they're fun for like a time or two, but like the thing that like really makes it fun is either playing online or playing with your friends. But you got to have a friend who's really into that, so you can really get in and do some trash talking.
Like Matt.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Matt.
I'm gonna put
our good friend Matt Morley. Yeah.
Matt would be like, I want S on all the sports games.
Right, S all the way. He's like, I don't play any of those.
So Left 4 Dead is
those
definitely
like violent
worse
games.
than Dead Space.
But you think it's what? You think it's worse than
Yeah.
Than Dead Space?
Because it's literally just online. You're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I just like it because you can actually be the zombies and the zombies move fast. So I actually like that aspect of it. But like I'm fine putting it there. Sure.
I remember Left 4 Dead. That was like really big for internet cafes.
It was, yeah.
Springing up everywhere, and everybody wanted to play Left 4 Dead at the internet cafes.
Yeah, the internet cafes. Yeah, I remember that. I think maybe we even went to one once and played Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
I remember there was one in Boise, and I remember playing Battlefield Vietnam on the towers, dude. Yeah, that game was so much fun. But it was impossible to take off an helicopter and land it.
Oh, yeah. So here, I'm going to find my favorite sports game, which is NBA 2K series, if I can find it, and show you where I would actually rank it. I don't know if I don't see it anywhere. You guys see an NBA 2K anywhere?
I saw it literally earlier, dude.
I saw it here.
When we were talking about it. Yeah. Dude, Thief is one of the most incredible game series.
Yeah, that game's cool too. I see NFL Blitz. Well, maybe we can get to it. We can kind of jump around a little bit. But if you see NBA 2K, maybe someone watching that's shouting, "There it is, right there!" But I don't see it.
So the Fable game series. While we're talking about superiors, hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump ahead and just call it a superior. Fable deserves a superior.
Okay. You see Fable on here.
All of
right, Fable is gone.
All the Fable
Right below
games?
Detroit Made Human.
Oh, here's NBA 2K. I'm gonna put it here. But then, where'd you see Fable? Oh, here.
Oh,
Right
Mass Effect.
next to Days Gone. That one right there.
Yeah. So
I love that game series. Every one of them are incredible.
yeah, Fable was an incredible series, and they actually have Fable 4 coming out for the next generation.
Yes, cannot wait.
Yeah, which is awesome. But I love like how you make choices in the game, and if you make evil choices, you start looking more like a demon kind of.
The story is incredible. There's so much you can do.
You look more like more handsome if you make good choices.
It definitely is superior, hands down. Superior.
Yeah.
Which Fable is the best?
I mean, the stories are. I mean, Fable 1 is solid. Fable 2 is solid, but they're both different characters.
Yeah.
It just builds on the Fable lore.
For me, I really like Fable 2 probably, but I haven't really played a ton of Fable. I've only played it here and there. People who
and I feel like
Fable.
it's one of those games that I played for like hours and hours and hours and hours. Ridiculous. Because there's so much to do. So I think Fable should definitely be in front of 007.
In front of 007? Ooh, I don't know about that one. That's a bold statement right there.
Yeah, I could not. I played one of them. I think it was Fable for the original Xbox, and wasn't a big fan. I just one of those games I couldn't really get into it. Do you like RPGs at all? Some. It depends on like how cumbersome the messages and the quests become. I wasn't a big fan of Fable, so I definitely would put it under an S.
Yeah, that's why I can't play Final Fantasy. It's so cumbersome to just like walk around, talk to this people, go grab me this item. You're back and forth. Oh, give me a break.
So the biggest reason I'm making this argument for this game is that literally I played for hours, and it's one of those games where my wife can like go back to those games and play those games again and again and again. It's one of those games where it's like, because there's so many achievements, there's so much to do in that game.
Yeah,
and we have the new one coming out.
Yeah, so I would probably put it like at the top of.
I
like
wanted an S.
What do you think?
Yeah, not S.
Yeah. And then we've got to compromise and just put it at the top of A tier, but
put
then
it at the top of A.
Might move up though.
But I really wanted an S. So. All right.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes if it moves up, because I just can't put it in front of Goldeneye. That would just hurt my heart.
Okay, I'll put it behind Goldeneye. Then I'm okay with that.
But we'll leave it there, and we'll just see where it lands. It might move up. But I want to do NBA 2K21. I know, like Mark, you're obviously not into sports games. Are you into sports games at all, Chris?
What? We're talking about something?
Yeah, for me, like I'm like all about basketball. I'm a huge NBA fan. I just like anything that's to do with NBA players, NBA stats. So I mean, you guys don't like these two games, so I would probably put it here. Like if you're all right with that.
I can't rank it because I haven't played it. So.
Okay. Well, then I'm
gonna leave it. Kind of games, dude. Yeah, I don't really.
I'm gonna leave it here. I think
they're okay, but they're just
yeah, like it's not better than any of these games, but I think that it's probably better than Dead Space and Left 4 Dead. So we'll do that for now, but it might move down. We'll see. Okay. Right. But you guys see anything else?
Half-Life.
I'm gonna.
So the Half-Life series, my dad bought it, and it was sitting in his office. And when I saw it, I immediately ripped open the package, started playing it, and
it's an awesome game. Then
a year of my life went by, and my dad's like, that game should be called Half-Life, like half of your life.
Yeah, like it sucks away half your life, right?
But that was another groundbreaking game.
Yeah, like I really like the feel like all the ships and like all the arenas you can play in, and like even the multiplayer is pretty solid too. Like I like all of that. So yeah, I would rank it pretty high. I actually think so I played a little bit of Half-Life, but then I think Mark, you actually got me like 1 year on my birthday a copy of Half-Life, and so I kind of got back into it after that. So that was cool. Thanks for that. But I I would put it pretty high. Like I'd put it definitely above Minecraft.
Crowbar.
Yeah, right. With the crowbar, yep. But like I don't know if I'd put it maybe above Tomb Raider. Sure, I could do that, but probably not.
No,
I'd
not
put it
about
there.
Tomb Raider.
What do you
way.
think?
We should just rank. We should just give it ranks and not like care about the order within A and B and C.
Well, we have to. We have to.
We have so many games to look at.
One game series.
We'll just say, oh, that's an A, and just put it where.
Yeah, but we kind of have to though. You have to say like it's better than this game or better than that game. I mean,
and it's definitely not better than Tomb Raider.
Well, I could put it here. Then I put it above Minecraft. How about that? Is that all right? Okay. So kind of white Thief. Yeah, we could do Thief. That one kind of stood out. Yeah, so I played like.
And the game scared the hell out of me too.
I played like the most current 2 Thieves. I think maybe there's only 1 and 2. I don't know if is there a Thief 3? I can't remember.
I believe there's one for the Xbox, the original Xbox.
There was an original and then a remake.
For the 360. And then they came out. I believe that was both of them. But that game series is incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I love the whole
Great story.
Like having to sneak around in the shadows without being seen. You got to steal all this stuff, and it's sort of like a period piece game set in like I don't know, like 1700s or something like that.
Yeah.
So I want it at a A.
What do you think?
Because it's a solid story.
Solid game. With that. Yeah. Like I'd put it maybe even like
in front of Half-Life by far.
Between Half-Life and Tomb Raider, that's where I'd put it. Have you played it, Mark?
A little bit. Not enough to rank it.
Okay, well, will you feel solid about that, Chris? I think that's a good spot right
Yes,
there.
I do.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Okay, let's see. For me, like I think probably definitely want to rank the new Spider-Man game because that was a game that blew me out of the water.
Blew my mind, yeah.
Yeah, for just like a very simple like concept. Because I've played Spider-Man games in the past, and they've always been really cheesy, like
they were
not
clunky and crappy.
Yeah, they're like clunky. But this one had like an incredible story, and then just like all the mechanics and things you're able to do. And then they have the sequel, the Miles Morales, coming out that looks sick. It looks like one of the like coolest world building games like I've ever seen before. Like it just looks so cool. They have a little scene on the trailer for the new Miles Morales where they're walking through like a street fair and you see all the vendors and they go up and get food from the vendor or something like that. I thought that was like really detailed oriented and stuff. And it has all the villains you would ever want from a Spider-Man game. I think Spider-Man.
Right, it does.
So like as far as like DC goes, I think Batman has the best villains. But as far as Marvel goes, definitely Spider-Man has the best villains, I think. And so it has all of those, and then it also has like a lot of cool things you can collect. A lot of cool like there's like the main mission, then there's side missions. There's all kinds of just like so much you can do in it. I'd put it pretty high. Like
I put it B probably because I mean it's a solid game, but I don't know that it's necessarily an A game.
For me, I'd put it
definitely belongs in front of Just Cause.
I would put it even in front of Minecraft. That's just me, but what do you think?
Well, then we need to kick. But it's one game, though, man.
Yeah, right.
The one game is awesome. Yes, it is. It's a fun game. But is it better than like the Half-Life series? Because it was a series of games. Is it better than Thief? Because Thief is a series of games.
Yeah, I mean,
you just judge it on like the average of all the games in the franchise. So
yes, I would want to put it.
There was one game.
That's my thought, but
Spider-Man, you would probably consider all the different Spider-Man games that have been made, and some.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, the other Spider-Man games sucked.
Yeah, that is true. That there's a lot of crappy Spider-Man games before that.
So this is the first legit Spider-Man game.
I wasn't really going to consider them because they're all made by different companies and all that. But
we have to consider for considering Spider-Man games.
Yeah, for that, then I'd even put it just below Just Cause. I mean, that's kind of what I would think. I mean, I'd be okay there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right.
Because yes, I want to take that game and just put it at the very top. Okay, so Phantom Pain.
Okay, yeah, we can do Phantom Pain. That game's amazing.
Metal Gear Solid, the whole franchise.
I don't like that series.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so this is the Metal Gear Solid. So for me, I didn't really like very many of the Metal Gear Solid games, but Phantom Pain was like blew me out of the water.
But the story for those games are amazing. I
But the,
have a friend of mine who's like, yeah, I would put it right in front of Portal too. I would put it on B.
So there's like a genre of games here, like Metal Gear Solid, Thief, and where even Deus Ex that where like
we gotta sneak
you know
around.
like you sneak around, and if you get caught, all of a sudden it alerts all the guards and everything goes crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Deus
the-
Ex
I'm
is
not a big
different
fan
because
of those
that
games.
you're changing your body
Yeah.
and everything else.
everything goes nuts and the alarms start going off. And
They can be so difficult to complete. Deus Ex, like
yeah, that game's
great
hard.
franchise, but
That game is hard as hell, but the game is
hard.
amazing.
Same with Metal Gear Solid.
It's like the game Bloodborne.
Gets
That's
hard.
another game that's
Dude,
hard.
the story of Deus Ex was amazing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that game was definitely hard as hell, but it was a lot of fun. An
But like
incredible story.
The new one was so the newest. Just talking about that one, the newest one was so hard. It's one of those few games I just gave up on. I'm like, screw this.
I did.
Yeah,
Not worth my
right.
time
I
anymore.
did. I beat the
Deus
whole game,
Ex.
dude.
Yeah. and-
Like, why? We need cheat codes again. Why don't they have?
Yeah,
cheat codes
seriously,
for
we
games?
need
Like,
cheat
I
codes.
disagree.
you pay for a game.
At least be an
You pay all
option.
this
I
money for a
disagree,
game.
man.
It should be your game, and like you play it the way you want it. So give us a cheat code so we can finish and play the rest of the game instead of just being stuck there.
I disagree. I didn't feel that way with that game. I mean, yes, it was hard, but I mean, as you built the mods up and everything else, you know, your character got better.
But
I
for
think it really encouraged.
for Metal Gear Solid, I kind of think that like some of the early ones were kind of crappy, but the newer ones are actually awesome. Phantom Pain's really cool because I love how you can customize your bass. You can even have your own customizable music. You can have your like you can customize the way things look, the color of things, everything on at your bass, and then like it's a really cool story too. They kind of like because like with like Solid Snake, they kind of I don't know, they kind of changed up the character quite a bit. I kind of feel like where like before he was just this kind of like unknown kind of character that had a lot of mystery surrounding him, but like they kind of gave him more of a story and background a little bit for Phantom Pain. But I'm actually like pretty happy having it here, like where it's at right now. You guys all right?
I'd say C, but out of average, you keep it there at B.
Yeah, we keep it there just to like at the bottom. It might move to C, but
oh,
here's
the
a-
next one, the other one I was talking about, Deus
Deus
Ex.
Ex.
yeah, Deus
I
Ex.
actually love that game series.
I know it's on here. Like I just gotta
Yes,
find.
it was.
Yeah,
You have
scroll
Deus
down.
Ex, Mankind Divided, the new one.
Yeah, I just gotta
Scroll
find.
down.
You can keep talking, but
Oh, you're almost there.
do you see it
Deus Ex right next to Jedi
What?
Knight and next to Tetris.
next to Tetra?
In the middle.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, okay.
That
Cool.
game and that game series is definitely an A for me.
For me, I've actually never played Deus Ex, so I'll have to let you guys rank
I
it.
pre-ordered the special edition and everything else, and it was well worth it.
You
I
say,
played the game
so
for
the-
hours. It was challenging, but I completed the game.
what do you think,
There's
Mark?
Mankind Divided, and then there's what was the other one? Revolution or something like that.
Yeah, Revolution.
Which one's newer?
Mankind Divided.
Mankind
Yeah.
Divided was. I was not really happy with that one. I like the one before that a lot more.
I like
give it a
Deus Ex
C
Mankind Divided
because
better.
of it.
It was a more solid story, I thought.
Too hard.
I didn't think
You had a
so.
rage quit.
I would
Mark,
put it in
so
front of
I don't
Half-Life.
know. I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
See, I just have a bad taste in my mouth from the last one.
So
You make a game that's like
Not C.
impossible. It's like impossible
It's
to go.
not
forward.
impossible. Bloodborne is impossible. It's
Well,
literally
then-
the stupidest game ever.
and based on that, I'd probably put it in B, like just to kind of average it out. Like, what do you think? You want to put it here? You can
Not
put
worse
it
than Portal.
there.
Okay, I'm fine putting it there. Yes.
Okay, you want to put it here? Okay.
The two games before help bring that score up a little bit.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the two ones.
I
two
wish
before
Hitman
that.
was on here because I love that game series.
Oh, there is Hitman on here.
There is?
Yeah. But I have the new one, like a new upcoming Hitman. I just gotta find it. See if you can see that.
Because I love that game series.
It's the newest Hitman. I'm almost positive that it ended up in here, or it might have got left off like accidentally, but I don't think so.
That's one of my game series that I would put in superior for me.
I know I definitely added Hitman, but
Yeah, let's see it.
I don't see it. But yeah,
Final Fantasy. I bet that one's going to be controversial. I
don't like Final Fantasy.
I like it. I give it a B.
We could
I
do.
haven't played them all, but
We could do Final
XV
Fantasy,
was
and then
great.
you could just give your thoughts on Hitman, because I definitely had a graphic for Hitman, but it somehow didn't end up on here. But we can start
So
here.
apparently Hitman didn't end up on here, but yes, and the graphics have gotten better and better. But I think overall, as a whole game series, it's challenging and a lot of fun. You know,
Yeah, I love
there's so
Hitman.
much you
I
can
think-
do with that game series.
And it has a really legit story too, for just like an
Yes.
agent with it's like a random agent that wakes up with the barcode on his neck, kind of thing. So
But then you like open a door and someone sees you and it's like, oh, end of love, game over. What?
yeah,
Ah!
What the
No,
heck?
not at
No.
all.
no.
So
like,
let's
would
put
you-
Final Fantasy in D.
well, so like, where would you put?
B.
Hitman.
for
Like, I know
I
we're
would
not.
put Hitman in S.
You put it in S, huh?
Yep, I would.
I wish I could just like
D.
here. I'm gonna find one that we're not gonna rank. Do you see the Major League Baseball one here? This is Major League Slugfest. That one we're probably not gonna rank. That game's cool though, because you can actually like run around the bases and like beat the crap out of people, like punch them
Oh,
and like
that sounds like fun.
knock
I've
them
never
over.
played it.
Yeah, so like that's cool, but we're gonna use this as a thing for Hitman. We're gonna say this is Hitman. So so where would you put Hitman? You say A tier,
S.
or
S
so
tier. Yep.
No,
S tier. I
no.
don't know if I'm gonna do a S tier either.
Not among the all-time greats.
Oh, dude, this was all-time greats. Yes.
No, I would put it like a C tier.
Seriously, it has so many damn good games. Man.
What do you think?
It seriously has so many games. It's ridiculous.
C.
Well, so me and Mark say
And
C,
they're coming out with
so
VR for the last
we could split it. I would put it.
No,
I'd put it here.
nope, I'm not comfortable doing that.
We got to split it. We can put it. You can put
So you're
a.
splitting
Take
at B.
Half-Life down and put it in Half-Life's place, then.
How dare you?
Well,
B.
we could put. Yeah, I just say B. I'd say
What?
Why?
Why?
What do you think here? For I think that's
It's
solid.
another one of those
Very-
games
very
where
good
it's just like annoyingly hard. That's
Yeah.
the main reason why.
And for me, I just got kind of bored of it. Like I tried playing it, and I'm like, I didn't feel like finishing it. I'm like, this is boring. I just kind of, I don't
I've played
know.
every one of those games, and I've even gotten the special editions of the latest games, and they're incredible. Yeah, the
Right on.
statues they've created, everything else are amazing.
I could put it here if you want to put it here.
I'm
here.
comfortable putting it at the beginning of B because it's definitely better than Deus Ex.
Okay, we can put it there. I think that's good. It's not MLB. It's Hitman. Okay, but then we have Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. I hate those games. I can't play them. I
I
can't.
do too.
I'm not an RPG fan.
B.
Like
I'm an RPG fan. I'm fine with those games. Those games suck though.
I like to have like full control over my battle movement. I don't like to like pick a spell and cast some kind of.
But hey, so I don't mind that because another game we're going to talk about, and we'll wait. But yeah, Final Fantasy. I don't like the over top gaming style. I don't like the story at all. I would definitely put it in E or even lower.
Well, for me,
So
I think it actually has an incredible story, and also the music. The music is awesome too.
yeah,
Is this
like,
okay?
I've only played like the XV, but from that go on, it had great music, great open world,
A lot of cool
story,
cinematics that are really cool.
good mix of different mechanics for like a Japanese kind of RPG. That was a fun game. So yeah,
Where would you want to rank it, Mark? Like what would you think?
I think out of all of us, then maybe a C for that.
Okay, I mean, for me, I'd be fine with it. I mean, I'd be fine even putting it like
I would
here.
put it in B.
What do you think?
But C at least.
Would you be okay putting it here, like just above Twisted Metal?
Sure.
What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna put it there.
I guess I'm not a yeah. So the next game that I'm going to talk about, because we're starting to talk about RPGs, and it's a legit game. I remember going to like the computer place playing it. I remember playing it like for hours and hours. Even the newest game is Diablo.
Oh yeah, Diablo.
Dude, love that game series. The game series is amazing.
It's right here. Yeah. So like Diablo actually started off playing on the computer, but like I know it's
I
on
did too.
for sure. But like yeah,
it is on console as well. And yep. So for that game is definitely a superior game, for sure.
So
For me-
Diablo's under the roguelike type games, and I think there have been way too many of them released lately. There's like so
they're
many
actually-
roguelike
Yeah, it's
games
an old
that
game.
people
It's not
have
brand new. The
Yeah.
first one.
So Diablo was like one of the first of that kind, and so it's kind of groundbreaking for what it had. I've never been a big fan of any kind of roguelike game, hack slash, get loot, move into the next room, yada
It
yada
wasn't
yada.
just that. You aren't just doing
Couldn't see
dungeon
for
crawler. It's not a dungeon crawler. That's not all it is.
I actually like the.
You have dungeons, but you also have the world too.
I wouldn't really say that I love those kind of hack and slash get loot, but I do like some of the like older version, even some of the newer versions do it too. Like the kind of like we have a view where it's like a top down view. You're like seeing it and you're just going from like.
But this is not as high up. This you still have your character right there.
Yeah, so like I actually
you're casting legit spells. Your necromancer, your barbarian, your paladin.
And also, it was just like a solid RPG. Like you actually had some really cool fighting mechanics and battle mechanics. Kind of like it wasn't total RPG. So
it was not.
Yeah, I mean,
so
but
I want to put it in S for that reason.
I mean, I'd be okay putting it in B. I kind of feel a B for me.
B?
B for me.
B for Diablo? No way. No way. No.
Well, we could split it though. Like we could.
No.
We could put it in the A to just kind of split it, but
definitely S.
But is it better than Fable? Is it better than Max?
Yes, it's definitely better than Fable because it started that genre.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like I would put it. For me, I actually love Tomb Raider and Thief. Like, I'd put it. I don't know. I put it here, like in between Thief and Half-Life for me personally. But we could kind of split it if you want to. So we just got to.
We keep splitting things, and it's like, okay, so now Diablo is just getting passed further and further down.
Well, like we kind of have to come up with between the three of us.
Yeah,
I know we do.
All right, put it
I know.
So we could put it.
Next.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a little higher, do you think it's better than all these games?
Just throw them in with A wherever.
Or just do it and move to the next.
We got a lot to go. Yeah, we got a lot to go through. I'm gonna get off soon.
Okay, well, we'll leave it there, and then we'll just see where.
It's funny, like so many of the games that I'm like, yes, you guys are like,
yeah, that's why it's great that there's so many different genres because there's like different personalities and different kinds of games that people like, and so there's something for everyone. It's something I love about games.
Bioshock is one of my favorite series.
Yeah, and also too,
and I know that's on there.
I'm gonna put it up here too because I definitely want to rank Ninja Turtles too because that's.
Bioshock. I'd say solid A. That's
Yeah, Bioshock's awesome. I love Bioshock.
Bioshock was one of the most amazing games.
And I'm a huge steampunk fan. I love all that steampunk stuff. Like, I would even put it in the S tier. Like, I actually love. Yeah, I love the horror. Yeah. Yeah, like
we got this game finally.
I'd agree. Bioshock Infinite was like it's one of those games where they spent a lot of money and resources building this like just huge like masterpiece, and it was beautiful and the story was engrossing.
It was,
and that was an amazing game. So, and
yeah,
I played the other ones too, but Infinite stands out like on its own as
all of those games tied together. Blew my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, so they all tie together, and then also too, like I like them each for for their own thing. Like I like the kind of horror, kind of undersea water kind of element where you're like in these kind of like old kind of dungeon that look like you're in the bottom of like a ship or something like that.
So yeah, that game is
I like
beautiful, and
that.
that's the first game that like. So it definitely scared the shit out of me at times.
Yeah, same.
Okay, but the game was just engrossing. You got as you could go, you get the powers and everything. So I'm sorry, I'm cussing right now.
No, no,
And then we kind of promise
you're
to
fine.
keep it
No,
lower. I'll kind of try
you're
to
good.
keep it down. Sorry. So that game, so Bioshock is one of those engaging games that I feel like the story's solid, the world's incredible, the old timey creepy music.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
as you move through this world, like you get these people that are kind of they're dead, I guess.
Yeah, they're dead, but not really. Kind of. Yeah.
They're dead, but not really.
When
Yeah.
when I was playing Bioshock Infinite, it felt like I was like it's one of those games that took me into this different world that I could
Mhm.
I forgot the world I was currently living in completely.
And that's
Yeah,
the way
sure.
definitely.
Crazy.
Yeah, each one of those games are so immersive.
That'd be a fun game for like a VR game. I feel like that'd be cool.
That
Just
would
to
be.
be immersed in that world.
I'm excited for VR Hitman. That's what I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, they
They-
got the Hitman.
They need to come
Yeah.
out with a sequels to Bioshock.
Yeah.
They have already Bioshock 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and then Infinite. They need like another one after that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Yeah, they definitely should too. Yeah, I would agree. So yeah, I think that's a solid spot right there. I think we can agree on that. So, so for me, I want to rank Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because like turtles are my life. As you can see, I got them
Dude, Turtles are
all
everything,
behind
man.
me here.
Yes.
But
Turtles is definitely superior, hands down, man. Yes.
And
But have they
especially
come out with a game that is that meets that's as good as the show?
Yes, they have.
I think
Even the Xbox One game they came out with, that game was dope.
yeah, I think that like so like the very first arcade game that was solid, and then they had Turtles in Time, which is actually my favorite Ninja Turtles game. I love
so much
Time. Then they have Tournament Fighters that brought it to like a fighting style. Even like Ninja Turtles 3, I thought that was solid. And then the one for the Xbox and the PlayStation, I think PlayStation 1 or 2, I can't remember which one, but
Yeah.
but those were solid. But then I feel like they had a couple other games that came out. They're kind of a misstep. Like there's one game I remember that they came out with the controls were super clunky and like really hard to control and it just wasn't very good or fun. And like I'm not a huge fan of the Nickelodeon versions of the Ninja Turtles. I'm like that's not the real Ninja Turtles.
I know.
That's crap.
So after having watched a bit of the Nickelodeon, I don't hate it actually. It's actually pretty good.
I've heard that the newest ones, so the one that they just came out with is actually pretty solid. But the one before that, before this newest entry, it was on Nickelodeon also, and that one I didn't like. I tried watching, I was like, nah, not for me. So, but like I just feel like, can I rank it above a lot of these other games though? That's the thing.
I think that it's definitely going to be behind Mario Brothers.
I would say A tier for me. I mean, I love Ninja Turtles. They're like my life. But as far as the game, you got to be honest with the game. But
Yeah,
like,
you're right. The games are not mind blowing, but it's the Ninja Turtles.
And also too, like if you remember the very first Ninja Turtles game ever made that was on the NES, you had this like swimming level. Remember the swimming level where you can't touch the seaweed on that level, and when you do, you get shocked to death. It's like incredibly hard. Like that.
So let's put it in tier A then.
Yeah, I'd put it in tier A. I'd put it like. I could put it.
I'd put it in front of.
What about that? I'd be okay with that. Just in between Max.
I'd be okay with that too.
Okay, that sounds solid. But I definitely like one of my life goals. So they have this arcade machine that I saw. It was like the best of the Konami games. So you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You had the X-Men game. You had the Simpsons, and you had the Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I don't know if anyone remembers that game too, but like those are some of like the best games. You can get them all on one console. That's like one of my like life goals. I want to own that machine one of these days.
Speaking of the X-Men one, I recently a while back I picked it up on the NES.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
You have the NES, Chris?
Otherwise I'd probably play it.
Yeah, the original NES.
Yeah.
Nice.
Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing, dude.
Oh,
Love those games.
Yes, we could
They're
do Animal
fun.
Crossing. That might be a controversial one because I don't like Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing, dude.
Where's Animal Crossing?
It's up
here.
higher,
Okay.
right?
So for me, I
Yeah.
see it as a game for like little kids. For me,
No, it's not a game for little kids at
it
all.
just seems like totally something that like
My
my
daughter loves it.
5-year-old nephew would want to play. I'm just like, no, not for me. I never played it because it just looks like not my style. It just looks like
I would have thought so
terrible.
too until I started playing more. It's a lot
But I've
of
never
fun.
played it. I've just kind of seen gameplay, so it's hard for me to say. So you would probably have more
I want to
input.
put it in B.
Okay. Have you played it, Mark? You ever played it?
not really. I've only
I wanna
kind
put
of
it in
watched my
front of
daughter play
Hitman.
the PC version.
Yeah. I mean, where do you want to put it?
So,
You say B, Chris, but what do you think? Would you be
C.
okay with putting it there?
C.
No, not C. Definitely not worse than Resident Evil. If anything, Resident Evil deserves to fall to D now. Then.
Yeah, like there are some fun things. I've actually heard of a lot of adults getting into the new Animal Crossing, like the newest
And it's
one.
amazing.
They're like
It's
growing.
just a great story. It's it's not something that I thought I would be playing, but I remember. So I started playing with my wife, and it's just so much fun. It really kind of takes you out of the chaos of the world.
Yeah,
You can kind of just enjoy yourself.
I just hear that they're like, you like build a home, then you have a farm, and you can like grow crops and sell them or
You
something.
can grow crops. You can sell them. You can. So within the editor is incredible. So you can edit the theme of your island. So like you can have like the Imperial March from Star Wars.
Well, that's cool.
You can have a Baby Yoda flag. You can have you can do a wide range of different things. You can
That's
create
pretty cool.
clothes. You can have the clothes from Jason. You can have the outfit from maybe your your favorite anime. So like Kenshin is my wife's favorite. So
Okay.
she found somebody created this and they created the whole outfit. So she's now got the whole Kenshin outfit for her character, including the hairstyle.
Oh, nice. And I saw that someone created a KFC, and you can go to a KFC.
Yeah, you can go to a KFC.
which is kind of
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
People have done it's an amazing builder game.
Hey,
I would definitely put it in front of Minecraft.
What do you
I
think?
should mention I'm taking off soon, but
Okay.
looking on Facebook, there are some comments there. I see Dustin said Duck Hunt needs to be #1 with Mario Brothers, so he's voting for S. Nicholas Bennett, Witcher 3 and Horizon Zero Dawn are phenomenal games. He also says Goldeneye is on there. Also consider Perfect Dark.
Yes.
I think we talked about that.
Cool.
Those are great games. Can you scroll down? I'll pick one more and then take off.
Yeah. So you want to have Animal Crossing above Minecraft? You think?
Yes, I do.
I'd be fine with that. Yeah, we can put it there. What do you think, Mark?
I've seen the PC version. I guess it's different on the
It is.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Way different, man.
We'll leave it there. It might.
All right. So, what game did you want to call out? And hey, so how can we?
Rock Band and Guitar Hero. I'll just consider those two together.
Here,
those were games that were we played a lot in college. It was a fun thing
Here's
to
Rock
do,
Band,
with roommates and parties, and just a fun way to kind of relax and listen to some great music. And I'm kind of ticked off they don't really have much of that around anymore. It's hard to find all the components for it. I remember Jordan used to bring this giant box full of all the stuff over to go play with, and I think it's time for that to come back again. That was a fun game.
So me and my wife, we got the latest Guitar Hero, but we haven't really ever played it.
Yeah, because for me, what I really like about it is that you can get an online subscription now, and they keep releasing new music. I don't know if they still support it now, but if they did, that'd be awesome because they were releasing new tracks just just like all the time, and so it
For the
it was
guitar, but not for the full Rock Band set.
yeah. So like it.
So
like
we're
pretty
going to include Rock Band and Guitar Hero into one,
songs,
Yeah,
but
might
yeah.
as well.
right?
Yeah, I'd put them both as A.
I put an A just because like I think that it was a ton of fun. It's a great way to bring people together, especially that's why I grabbed Rock Band, because I think Guitar Hero you can get the full instrument set still, but like I kind of like Rock Band more, and there's a lot of customizable things within the game. You can customize your
Right.
characters, customize your locations, like different things. So that was cool, and like
So
yeah,
definitely A.
I would say A. Like I actually love Rock Band. I was trying to find a version for like a mobile phone that could just do it for fun, but they're not really the same. It's
They
just
have it for Xbox.
like on the mobile phone,
We
it's just
still
a
have our
song
guitars and everything
plays, and then you got to try to keep
from
up
the
with the
last
notes, but it's not the
That
same
probably came out years ago, though.
where if you mess up that like it actually messes up the song, you can just tell it's a track playing in the background, so it's not fun. I actually like it where like if you actually press the buttons, it plays the notes, like it's not just a song in the background, just playing. So
Well-
yeah, we put it A. Do you think that it's above any of these? Do you think?
No, that's fine where it is. So yeah, thanks for having me on. This has been a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
gotta take off.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
And then you guys can finish off this list.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And,
We can, yeah.
we're gonna try. We're
this
gonna
has
make
been
it.
this has been
yeah.
a great discussion. Talk
Yeah,
to you
so-
later.
Yeah. So,
Hey, buddy. Thank you
so Mark,
for joining us.
you want to tell us where we can find you? Like, do you have any social medias you want to promote, or do you?
I have a secret Facebook account hidden inside of the mountains outside of Boise. You have to have a special key to access. No Twitter. Well,
Is he too cool?
not really.
Are you too cool for Twitter?
So I have a Twitter. I just don't ever use
He's
it.
in the wrong generation. Like, I think we all are, but still.
So I got a Facebook that's a hidden account.
Okay.
Locked up in a mountainside. So if you want to reach me, fold up a piece of paper and tie it onto a pigeon.
Yeah.
And release it to Mark the Builder, and he'll find me.
All right. I'm sending a carrier pigeon, but Mark, like you're usually pretty good at like appearing from time to time. We'll probably definitely have you back on another on an episode that interests you. We'll see what kind of topics we can come up with. But yeah, it's fun. Thanks. We'll let you head out too.
I do want to start a blog and start posting to that. So once I have something like that open, I'll let you know.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll let you know everything. Yeah, we'll let you know how everything ends up. What we come up with.
Okay. See ya.
All right. See you. All right. So we're just down to the two of us. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how I can bring this back up here. Hang on. I gotta redo the sharing for 1 second. Bear with me. Okay. So it should be coming up here. All right. So we can keep on and trucking on this thing. See what we can come up with.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm just up for whatever. Like.
So someone said the comments were. So people had commented. Did they share?
Yeah.
Did they comment on your post, or where did they comment?
I think they commented on the Facebook post that I had put up. So I'm not really. Okay, let me see. Comments. I don't know. It might have been on your Facebook post. I'm not seeing it here, but
I didn't see anything because I went to look, because trying to engage audience and stuff like this too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I just refreshed it. So yeah, I see it here. So yeah, they're talking about Goldeneye, Perfect Dark, The Witcher 3, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Even Duck Hunt was on there with Mario. So, but we could go to we should do The Witcher 3. I feel like, or the Witcher series as a whole, because that's one that I've been dying to play. That's like the very next game.
You haven't played the game series?
No. So so recently I've been playing a lot of Super Smash Brothers, and then I also got the new remastered Tony Hawk 1 and 2. So those are like super fun. But I want
to get those.
but my next two on my list, I got the Ghost of Tsushima, so that's going to be high on my list, and then also The Witcher 3, because I've literally had The Witcher 3 for over a year and I haven't touched it, and I feel like that's
so I
the
Witcher 3
prime.
and I loved it, but that game is literally hard as hell.
Yeah, I've heard it's like super hard, but I've heard that it's a really, really long game. Like that is one of the longest games
story
almost
is
ever
incredible
made.
for it, though.
So let me find the Witcher. I definitely know that it's on here. You can let me know
Witcher's on here, yeah,
if you see it.
for sure.
The Witcher.
I'm looking at Facebook now.
I know it's here. If I can find it. What I need to do is go like this. Big so we can actually see here.
So Dustin Millett said that Duck Hunt needs to be #1 with Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Duck Hunt is a classic because like I think like some cartridges you actually get a split cartridge that's Duck Hunt and Mario Kart in one cartridge, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think I actually had that one. It was what I had, but I know The Witcher's got to be here. I know I didn't fail us and not put The Witcher.
no, you did not fail us by doing that. Yeah.
I saw it here, but I'm not seeing it come up.
Oh yeah, right there next to Kirby.
Oh yeah. I went like right past it. Okay. So yeah, on The Witcher, I haven't played yet, and I like really want to because like people say it's like one of the most incredible games like ever made, and so I really want to play it. Like that's like the next game that on my list. So I'm gonna be playing it probably like within a week or two. I'm gonna start it. So because I own it, but but have you ever played it, Chris?
Oh, yeah, I get that. I get so many games. Yeah, I have played Witcher 3. I tried some of Witcher 2, which was really hard.
Yeah, where they're
really
like super hard.
For it.
Would you?
I don't think I would necessarily. It's tough because gosh, I'm tempted to put it in S, but I mean,
do you think it's better than like Diablo or Fable? What do you think? It's a tough call.
It is a tough call.
Yeah.
I mean, Fable, I think, at least based on playability and ease of playability to a degree, Witcher's just like it's one of those games where you have to be pretty damn good at gaming. I feel like it's one of those games where it's like, and it's one of those games, yes, you can save, but you don't have a lot of points to save.
Oh, okay.
And you have one of those mistakes where, for instance, gosh, I'm not trying to give anything away, but you have these points, these interactions where you come upon a villager, for instance, okay? And the villager's being attacked by these men, and you try to save them, okay? Well, they're a lot stronger than you are, so you just get obliterated.
Right.
You don't stand a chance.
Oh, okay. So you got to be like super skilled. You got to be good.
You got to be a good gamer. But story-wise, and the spells and everything you have, I would almost be tempted to put it on an S tier.
Yeah.
I really, really would, because I mean, it's a solid. It has the RPG elements. It has the fighter elements. It has a solid story too.
Yeah. We could put it at the end of.
Let's put it at the end of S,
and
we'll see where we kind of go from there.
Yeah, we can see where it ends up. I think that's solid. So, can do that. I don't know if you have any preferences because
the Gears of War games.
Okay, so
I love that game series. The one you have is right down next to Days Gone.
Oh yeah. So for me, like I've never played them because I don't really play a whole lot of Xbox. No, I don't have an Xbox. I only have a PlayStation. But
I've played I never played it, and then I had my buddy David Stevenson, who recommended it to me, and I started playing it, and I was like, so yes, it's brutal. Yes, it's kind of a shooter, but it's fun, and the story is just like gripping. I mean, at times you're crying your eyes out.
Oh,
it's
wow.
just one of those games where the story is incredible. Right.
Yeah, so like I've heard that it's like literally like top 5 Xbox games ever made. So I never played it, but I know it's up there. So, but like, where would you want to put it? 'Cause you're the only one that's
It's
played
hard
it.
because
So.
we have Witcher. I know we said we wanted to put 10 games in the superior level.
Yeah, we only want to have 10. So we're gonna see what happens.
So let's tentatively put Gears up in superior.
Okay, we could put it at the
At the end of it.
bottom.
And it gets
Of
kicked
superior.
off. Okay. But I
Yeah.
at least think that it's amazing game series. You know, it might. I mean, the games are solid, every one of them, including this latest one.
Okay.
That it might even fall down to A.
Yeah,
And
well,
then we might push some other
see.
games down a little further.
Yeah, so let's just see what else we got here. Like, I want to see
Horizon Zero Dawn. I never played that game.
I never played it either, so sadly we probably can't rank it. But it looks incredible, like the graphics and like all the creatures that you haven't. It looks almost like sort of like a post-apocalyptic world in a way. But like also too, there's a lot of green areas, grassy areas, mountains.
Looks like a beautiful game. I know I've kind of watched. I think my brother played it some, but
yeah, and I think
really, no. Yep.
I think maybe you're on a different planet than Earth too. I kind of feel like.
Yeah, I
like
think
maybe,
you are.
Yeah. So, but we never played it, but it's high on my list too. Like that's one of the games when I like go to like pick up a new game. I'm like Horizon Zero Dawn or do I get The Witcher 3 or do I get like which game do I want to get? And so that's one that I'm always debating on every time I'm at a GameStop or something, but I just haven't picked it up yet. So it's definitely on my radar though. So let's see. I'm trying to think. So and as far as franchises go, so I did kind of split up Star Wars games. I forgot to mention that up top. So like the Star Wars games, when we do them, we're just talking about that specific game. Like, so there's one that I was thinking of doing Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order. So
that game is amazing.
Yeah, that game's freaking awesome. So I actually, I have it, and I played about 3/4 of the way through, but I never got to finish it yet. So
I never got to complete it either, just because I got ridiculously stuck on it.
Yeah, saying so that's like one thing that I do have to say, that like you're wandering around these planets and it doesn't really tell you where to go. You kind of have to figure it out on your own. So like that kind of like I don't like that as much, but the story is incredible. The graphics are amazing. I really like the fighting style, all the different like things of the Force that you can learn over time. Those are really cool. There's some really cool cinematic cutaways and stuff that I think are awesome too. So for me, I would tend to put it in the A tier. I would think. I'd even put it like at the very top of the A tier. That's like kind of where I want to put it. But
I don't think it's above Diablo, definitely.
Okay, what about Fable? Do you think it falls above Fable? Maybe not. I don't know.
No, it's not above Fable.
But
it's definitely not above Max Payne.
I don't think so. Well, I'd put it above Ninja Turtles for sure. So.
Oh yeah, above Ninja Turtles for sure.
Yeah, so I think that's a good place for it. So yeah, we could leave it there. I wanted to rank at least one Star Wars game for a minute. But here's one. So the game Cuphead. This is one of the like most ridiculously, incredibly hard games I've ever played. So I
never played it. It's ridiculously hard.
Yeah, I have it on the Nintendo Switch, and the graphics are incredible graphics. So they do the
graphics are okay. They didn't I even watched gameplay and I was like, okay.
For me, I really like the graphics because they're like kind of made in the style of like an old timey Mickey Mouse cartoon kind of, but like they like do it really well though. They're like really visually stunning in that style, but they kind of stick to that one style. But like I think that that's really cool. But it's hard. It's one of those games where like literally I've beaten like 5 levels, and after that I'm like totally stuck. And it's one of those that it's a co-op game, so you can do it without doing co-op mode, but the co-op definitely helps you to pass some of these levels because there's certain things you can need to do co-op. So, but just because of how hard they are, how ridiculously hard this game is,
I'd put it next to D or even a little lower.
Yeah, for me, I'd put it probably.
I don't think it's like so. It's definitely not like Dead Space, and it's definitely not Left 4 Dead level. Okay?
No,
because it's got one game in the series.
Yeah,
that one game is cool. It has neat graphics, but I don't know that it like.
Yeah, like I enjoy it. It's fun, but it's like it's so hard. It's like every time. So like it's one of those games that I just downloaded on my Switch. So every time that I boot up a different game, and I always see Cuphead sitting there, and I always like stop for a second. I'm like, do I want to tackle Cuphead today?
And then you remember your other past nightmares.
Yeah, I'm like it's so hard that I just want to like take my controller and throw it through the TV screen, through the wall. I'm just like, I don't know if I can do it today. I don't know if I have it in me. So I just have to probably put it there. I wouldn't put it like way down low, but I'd put it at the end of what we got, probably. I think. But anyways, let's see. You see anything that stands out, or we could just keep going where we left off?
So, yes. So I was gonna say, Golden Axe is one of those games where it's like,
ooh, yeah.
So I remember that game being a lot cooler than it is now.
Yeah, right.
I played it at Grinkers when Grinkers wasn't like just that VIP thing.
Oh yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Before it went all like, I feel like it went totally kind of hipster. They tried like charging a VIP fee. They charged doing all this stuff, and I'm like, who's going to pay a VIP fee to come in here and play?
Play video games. Yeah, like I think that was kind of their downfall because you heard they went out of business just recently.
They
right?
did.
Yeah. So
and
so
a lot
the
of
VIP.
people talked about it, and I get it. But also another thing with that place is like it was so loud.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah,
loud.
It was like super loud. So like for anyone that might be watching, Grinkers is it's a local arcade place that's in our hometown of Eagle, Idaho, and they have a lot of classic 80s and like some 90s games too, and
it was fun. There was a fun place to go. They had bomb sandwiches.
Yeah,
but I don't
really
know that they really had the ability to go full MVP. I get it what they were doing.
But they had a lot. They had about 50 arcade games in there. There's a lot. So
but that game definitely does not hold up.
No.
Have you played it since? Like I definitely want to play on the Sega Genesis because when I was younger, I'd go out to my cousin's house. Yeah. They had a Sega Genesis, okay? And so I remember playing that game. Like, it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
They had a Sega Genesis. But now it just kind of, it's really clunky. The graphics are kind of
it's kind of cheesy to play nowadays. Like it doesn't really hold up, and
it's so hard.
Yeah. Like it's kind of a difficult game, but like on the Sega Genesis, like when it came out, like I played a lot of Golden Axe. Like I thought it was a lot of fun, and then on the arcade, it's actually pretty fun too. But it just doesn't really hold up. So like I just get like a cheesy kind of vibe out of it. But like I would tend to put it maybe like D tier, like above Dead Space.
D tier, yeah.
So like, yeah, that seems about
I mean, Golden Axe. You at least know what Golden Axe is. Okay, Golden Axe is one of those things where it's like, okay, everyone kind of knows what Golden Axe is.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had to include some classic games on here. So you'll see Space Invaders, you'll see Asteroids on here, you'll see some of the like classics. So like here's Space Invaders. So like Space Invaders, it's a classic Atari game that's like easy for anyone to play. Like it ports over really well to mobile gaming. I mean, but like we're not necessarily getting into mobile games, but even still, like, and for like Atari, like it's probably one of the main Atari games I even ever played. And like I always tried to shoot the little alien ship when it would fly across. So you get some bonus points for that. So, but even so, some of these like really old games are just kind of past their time for me. I'd put it at the end of the list for me. That's just me.
I'd probably put Space Invaders in front of Golden Axe because Space Invaders at least has replayability.
Yeah, actually does.
It is hard. Because I think it was pretty hard.
Yeah, because because Golden Axe is like one of those games. Once you like die, you're like, okay, I don't know if I want to do that again. But like Space Invaders, when you die, you're like,
Space Invaders, you're trying to beat your last score.
You're like, I'm gonna do that again, like one more time. Come on, we gotta try this again. Yeah, so I'd put it there. Yeah, I'd be all right with that. But let's see. So, here. So we definitely have to rank a Sonic game. I just use Sonic Mania as the template because because Sonic Mania, for those of you that don't know, it's like if they ever made a Sonic 4 on the original Sega Genesis, and it has way better graphics, way better levels. I think Sonic Mania actually is the best Sonic game ever
really?
made, in my opinion.
So I mean, Sonic. So sorry.
Yes, it's a classic side-scrolling game where you can go in the loop-de-loops, but like the graphics are amazing. There's all these like really cool graphics in the background, in the foreground. Like you can like move from the foreground to the background and like play actually in the background, which is a really cool feature. And like it's super solid. And like Sonic games are like one of the first games besides Mario that I like really fell in love with, that I actually played a lot.
I never quite had the system for Sonic, but I remember we would go to we had a neighbor who had like a cool system. They had like most of the Sonic games. So I remember playing like a Sonic and Tails, dude. That game was like that was everything right there. Was Sonic and Tails.
Yeah, Sonic and Tails. That was a classic game. Even Sonic and Knuckles, I played that one too. But for me, I think it definitely belongs in the S tier. Like Sonic is like one of those.
I'm okay with putting it in S tier. And I think it belongs next to Mario for me.
I would agree. Yeah, I think it belongs next to Mario. I don't think that it's above Mario. I'm not sure.
It's not above Mario.
Yeah, so I'd put it there. But like if you're thinking of the franchise as a whole, I definitely kind of like tend to lean towards the like older styles Sonic games, the like ones that came out on the Sega Genesis, but I do still like some of the newer ones, like Sonic Heroes. That was one that I got like really big into, where they introduce all the new characters. There's some kind of white big fluffy version, and you have the like pink little like female Sonic. You got all that. Yeah, and then each one of them had their own power. Like one of them could like dig underground. One of them could like jump super high, and of course Tails could fly. You know, so they all had their own different powers that they could do. One of them could like punch through walls. I think the huge white guy could punch and make new paths through walls, stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I put Sonic there. Sonic is a classic. It's like pretty much define what Sega is, like Sega Genesis.
Yeah, it is.
You have the
Sega. Sega Genesis.
Yep. Yeah. So I never really had one either. I had to go to a lot of friends' house, but at one point my uncle gave us his old Sega Genesis, but it was years after. It was like kind of like once, like right before the Sega Dreamcast came out. He just gave us his old Sega Genesis, so we played a lot of games, a lot of Sonic, a lot of like Streets of Rage, Goldeneye, all that stuff. Yep. Yeah. But
Streets of Rage is on there. I noticed that. Right?
It's here. It's right at the.
So Streets of Rage is one of those games that I think is, it was a lot of fun when it first came out. And I remember playing it, but it also doesn't quite hold up.
Yeah, like it's kind of one of those like almost like a Ninja Turtles where it's like a side scroller game, just kind of beat them up, kind of get your power ups, that kind of stuff, But it was a lot of fun though. I remember like it was one of the very first games that I beat. Like I remember beating the original Streets of Rage. Like I think it was like the second game that I ever beat. So like I played it all the way through. So it was a lot of fun. I'd put it like high. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if I could put it as high as Ninja Turtles, but the game is comparable to that style though. I mean, I'd put it lower though. I'd maybe even put it like maybe behind Twisted Metal.
I'd be okay with it in the Twisted Metal level if that's where you put it.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say I think it's a decent game, but I don't think it quite holds up. So for that reason, I was gonna put it right there on the D tier where we kind of had some of those other games. But yeah, I'm okay putting it there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a solid spot. So actually, here's one though. So we can do some Pokemon games. So,
oh my gosh.
Well, for me, with like Pokemon games, I have a love-hate relationship because every time a new Pokemon game comes out, I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. There's all these new Pokemon and like better graphics, new features, and then I end up playing it. And after maybe 1 or 2 months, I like get really into it. I'm having fun. And I'm like, all right, I've had enough. I'm bored. I'm on to something else. And so like I get excited, but it doesn't keep me like playing it. It just doesn't.
I disagree. I feel like while I may not obviously have played all of them, but I've played the last couple of them, and I've loved them.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Games.
Like I put them
The
like
story's
higher.
solid. I want to put it in S tier, man.
I don't know if I could quite put it in the S. I'd be okay with putting it in A tier, probably. That's what I kind of feel like. Because like I don't think that's better than Gears of War and Witcher and all that. Like I just don't really think so. But like I could put it. I don't know. Like even I'd be okay putting it above Diablo. I mean, I'd be okay putting it there, and you never know, it might get bumped up. We only have a couple of slots here, so
we do.
I mean, we could do that and just see what.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right, sounds good. And then,
so Batman the Arkham series, which you have the interesting like Genesis
I just saw that.
Arkham.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, those games are actually solid. I actually freaking
those
love
games were amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing. I'd put them like pretty high actually. Like
I would
actually, they very well may be the best superhero game I've ever played. Probably. They're really good. Like I don't know, the Spider-Man was like really legit, and if anyone who knows me,
but Spider-Man's the one game. Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, but I also like ridiculously love Batman. And that game, like, so as involved as Spider-Man was, I don't feel like it was as involved as Batman, as the Batman games. Because I feel like the Batman games were a little more engrossing.
Yeah.
But with that being said, though, okay, playing it, because I played it in McCall, and my parents have a 4K, like, HD TV. So, like free falling in that game to like web was scary as hell.
Yeah, that is
legitimately true. Like it felt freaky. It felt like you were falling.
Yeah, seriously, you get a little like funny feeling in your stomach. You're like, whoa.
But with that being said, though, I feel like as many hours as I played kind of Spider-Man, I played it. It's fun. It's an awesome game, and the story is incredible. But I feel like Batman to me was a little more engrossing to me.
Yeah, and I kind of like I just like all the fighting mechanics from Batman, and then also too like from the very first game when you're Arkham Asylum, there's actually a legit really cool storyline just when you're in Arkham Asylum, just one prison, one building. Like there's a cool storyline, and then when the game's progress, you move out of it, you move into the city,
and it's like these characters feel real.
Yeah, they do. They like legit feel real, and also it encompasses like you get the detective aspect, you get the like brawler aspect, you get the kind of hide in the shadows kind of aspect. You get all that,
and you get to know Batman. Okay,
yeah,
Batman to a degree was always kind of he even kind of had a like a how do I put it, a code. You know, he would never go so far as to. I don't feel like he would go so far as to kill anybody.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yes, there are some moments where Batman does kill. Okay, we know that. But with that, I feel like you kind of get all those aspects of him. You get to know Batman even more, and the villains are incredible.
Yeah, the villains are incredible. Yeah,
just like it's so engrossing.
Yep. Yeah.
That world was so beautiful.
Yeah, like it actually was. Yeah, like it was really beautiful, really cool. Like they had a way of just making like you're going from like building to building, but it's like this whole like world building, or like even just being in one building doing whatever like task you're trying to accomplish. That was almost like a world within itself, kind of doing that. And then you get out to the next part, and it's a whole new world opened up. It's like yeah. So for that, I'd even put it in the S tier. Like I love
put it in S tier. Yeah,
I put it. I mean, for me, I never played it.
I put it in front of
War, but like for me, I would put it like even.
I'm okay with putting it in front of tiers. Oh, you want to put it there?
Yeah, I kind of want to put it in front of the.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Witcher, but I never played The Witcher, but it's on my list.
With that being said, then I would have to move Gears in front of Witcher.
Okay, yeah.
Because Witcher is solid. It's a great RPG, but I feel like Gears has it's a little bit more engaging, at least for me.
Yeah, I never played either one, but I watched a lot more Witcher gameplay and looked into it more just because I'm more of a PlayStation guy. I don't have an Xbox for the Gears of War, but I haven't played either one, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, that works for me.
All right, awesome.
So let's see. I'm trying to think what
Mafia, I just played.
did
So
that.
right now I'm playing through Mafia 1, the Definitive Edition.
Okay.
And I played 2, and that game was incredible.
Yeah, so like Mafia has been one of those games that's always been on my radar, but I've never quite gotten around to playing them. So I've actually never played Mafia.
Dude, that game series is amazing. I want to put it. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Because it's such a great game. But is it A tier?
I don't know. Is it A tier? Is it better than like Deus Ex and like Hitman? We're gonna say that's Hitman.
Right, Hitman.
And then Just Cause 4. Is it better than those?
But so Mafia is kind of an old world. It's an own world of its own. I mean, you get to kind of experience the Mafia world.
Yeah.
In a way, does that make sense?
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
You're right. I think we'll go ahead and put it on A. I'm okay with that. Right there.
Okay, we could leave it there. Yeah, that sounds.
And actually, I'd even maybe move it in front of Half-Life, but I know that's because I'm like, hey, Mark's not here to defend himself.
Yeah. Yeah, and for me, I played Half-Life and I liked it, but like I'd be totally fine putting it there. I haven't played a lot of Half-Life. I've played it just a little.
Okay.
Bit. Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think. See, like what's down lower? Oh, okay. So we got to rank like a fighting style game. We could do Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. What do you think?
Mortal Kombat, dude. Definitely.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat is definitely an S tier for me.
So for me, like I've actually always been more of a Street Fighter guy myself. Like I'm just kind of like I just grew up playing a Street Fighter because to start off, I want to say Mortal Kombat was a Sega Genesis only game when it first came out.
But it was on console too. I mean, like you went to the arcade and you played Mortal Kombat together.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it was. It's definitely.
And yes, I do think it was a Sega Genesis game.
Yeah, so,
but it was like one of those games where it's like, yeah, sorry.
Well, for me, like when I first played it was actually on the Sega Game Gear. So like I didn't have a Sega Genesis, but I got the Game Gear, and I remember playing tons of Mortal Kombat on the Game Gear for some reason.
Yeah, I played the Game Gear. I'm pretty sure Mortal Kombat as well. First off.
Yes. So for me, I don't know. This one's tough. Like for me, I kind of want to put it like on the top of A tier. I kind of want to put it here because I don't really see it as better than some of these games above it. But that's kind of how I see it. But what do you think? You think it's better? Because I don't know if I could say it's better than The Witcher, even though I haven't played The Witcher. But like some of the
we don't have any fighting games on S tier, and I think Mortal Kombat out of all the fighting games is probably the best. Street Fighter to me was always fun, but Mortal Kombat was that game where it was like, oh my gosh, it's the first game where it has like blood and guts. First game where I felt like my parents were like, no, we can't have that because it's graphic. So from that side, it was like kind of controversial. That's why we didn't have it in my house. My parents were like, "You're not going to play that game."
Yeah, the same with us.
It's too much. So from that game aspect, sorry, I think I'm talking over you.
No, you're fine.
I would want to put it in S tier.
Yeah, and also like some of the new stuff that they're coming out with looks absolutely sick. Like, did you see the new Rambo trailer?
Yeah. So I have all those games.
Okay.
I have the latest 2 games, and I need to just get those characters because I have the Game Pass.
Yeah, because they had Rambo, they had like RoboCop, they had like a bunch of like legit characters.
They did.
And like the Rambo looks like freaking incredible. Like he has all the movements from the movies. He's like doing like the little crawl on the ground. He has the big hunting knife. He has the bow and arrow. He has the machine gun. He's got all that stuff. Right. So it just looks amazing. So I'd be okay putting it in the S tier. For me, like I always kind of gravitated more to Street Fighter because I just played it more because like it's the same reason my parents didn't want Mortal Kombat in the house because it was so graphic. So I never really played it as much. I just played the Street Fighter more. But like there are some things, and we'll kind of get to it later when we talk about Street Fighter that I do like a little more on Street Fighter. But I think overall I'd be okay putting it. How many do we got? Oh yeah,
that's what I was trying to figure out.
So we can still. So we're gonna have 10. So we got 3, 6, 7, 8. So we could have it there, or we could have it.
Yeah.
We could have it a little higher if you want it higher,
It's
because
hard.
I almost
I
tend
kind
to.
of want it in front of 007.
I don't know if I could. I don't know. That's tough. I don't know if I could put it in front of 007. I'd probably put it even like here. That feels a little better to me.
Yeah,
But,
let's put it there.
okay. Yeah, that sounds good. And actually, too, we can kind of, if you do it that way, it kind of will even that up. I just kind of zoom in when we start looking at games. But let's see. So I'm just trying to see if there's any like.
So the Wolfenstein series, you have that on there.
Yeah. Where is Wolfenstein? I'm trying to see.
Well, the newest one you have is the newest game, which sucks. It's a horrible game.
Where'd you see Wolfenstein? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I haven't played any of the like new ones. I remember I definitely played.
So I played every one of those games, and the games are incredible. I don't like the style of the newest one.
Okay.
Really, it encourages like there are points in that game I feel like where you're almost forced to play with friends.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like that because there are points in that game where it's like there are enemies that are so much harder because you don't have friends.
Yeah.
I don't like a game that forces you to have to play with people.
Right.
Okay. You know, I'm okay with getting into Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is not on this list, but that's all right. That's a whole other kick and boodle. But that game's one of those games where you can play it by yourself. It's a beautiful world, but then you can also hop in with your friends and have fun.
Right.
And maybe you might be able to take on other locations that are a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
But it doesn't force you to do that.
And for me, like I played a lot of the original Wolfenstein because I was a big fan of the game Doom, and so I think actually Wolfenstein might have come before Doom. I think it was like the precursor to Doom, because I remember that there's a secret code you could put in where you could play as the Doom character in Wolfenstein, like
yes, you could. That's right. Yeah.
In actual Wolfenstein level, so that was awesome.
Yeah. So it's hard because the latest, all the latest Wolfenstein games have been incredible. The game before that I really remember playing, I think, was for the computer.
Yeah, so I've played like some of the Wolfenstein. I haven't played the newest one, but I think I played
all the newest ones. The newest ones in the story, and I bet I don't like Youngblood. Youngblood's just kind of
Well, where would you want to rank it? Because I haven't played it a ton to really have a good.
I mean, it's
about ranking.
It's one of those series that like I don't know that I would necessarily rank it up at like. It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it is definitely tough. Like I'd almost tend to want to put it in like C tier. Honestly, that's kind of where I feel it. Maybe even at the top of C tier
as well. I'm okay with putting it in C tier.
But I definitely say that's better than all these other ones in C tier. So,
yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's definitely better than all the other games in C tier.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely wanted to do an Assassin's Creed game, I think, because I freaking love Assassin's Creed. Yeah. So Assassin's Creed series. Yeah. So for me, I think that like the assassin from Assassin's Creed is like one of the coolest looking characters that's like in almost any video game. It's one that I really wanted to dress up for Comic-Con as an assassin. I think that'd be a really cool costume.
That would have been sick.
Yeah. So, but as far as games go, like I haven't played the two newest ones. I didn't play.
I have, and they're my god, yeah.
I didn't play Origins, and I didn't play the like Roman one.
Incredible. I've played Origins. I've played Odyssey. I'm excited for Valhalla to come out in November.
Yeah. Yeah, the Valhalla one.
I didn't remember.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, so what's coming out soon? So actually, I was gonna just tell you real quick. So I actually have to get ready for a second show that I'm doing. I got to jump off at about 11:30, so I can go for about 15 more minutes or so. But we could even do a part 2 if you want, or we could wrap it up.
I think we need to do a part 2.
Yeah,
because initially, what I thought we were kind of gonna do is break games down by console.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot to kind of go through.
Yeah, there's a lot of
really this needs a part 2.
Yeah, like I really want to.
because there's so many great games to explore.
Yeah, there's so many games. Like I want to get some like racing games out there. I want to get some kind of open like some Fortnite. I want to get some more like old school. Like there's Donkey Kong on there.
Donkey Kong is on there.
Yeah. There's like Uncharted we
X-Men's
haven't
on
even got
there.
to.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Zelda is on there.
Zelda, yeah,
You
seriously.
know,
Yeah, there's like some S tier
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
I've never like. So it's funny. I've never been like one of the games I'm most excited for is for the new PlayStation is the Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I never really had like. So I remember having one of the early PlayStations, and what kind of I think maybe if you're okay, comfortable with this, wrapping up on this thought.
Yeah.
But I remember playing Ratchet and Clank with my brothers. It was one of those games where I feel like you could play with everybody. You know, it was fun. The writing was fun. It was kind of funny. You know,
Yep.
I think in hindsight, looking back, I was like, okay, some of the adult humor, but it kind of went over your head as a kid. You know.
Yeah,
but the writing was fun. The combat was fun.
A lot of fun.
It was challenging, but it broke it up with being kind of funny too.
Yep. Yeah. So
the characters were endearing. I'm so excited for the new one, and I'm hoping that I meant to kind of look this up and see maybe if they come out with a remaster version of the other games, so I can replay those before this.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And also too, so I'm a huge Super Smash Brothers fan, which actually that's one that we got to rank too. But like that's one of the characters that I really hope they would include it. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. That'd be a super fun character to have.
That'd be so much fun. Yeah.
In a Super Smash Brothers game, because they already have Banjo-Kazooie, so like that's a pretty super solid character for Super Smash Brothers. But to have Ratchet and Clank, I think would like be kind of similar, but also like different enough where you have the robot there, you have like the mechanical feel, you have all of that. So I think that could be a solid character. But as far as Assassin's Creed go as a whole, I absolutely
want to put it on S tier. It's hard not to for me.
Yeah, I kind of want to put it on S tier too.
I want to say,
yeah,
like I think it maybe even is a little better than Witcher for me at least.
I'd be okay with that. Like I can put it here.
I think Witcher should be, for doing that, I mean, Witcher's decent, but it's not Assassin's Creed level.
Yeah. I would agree with
it's not. Assassin's Creed, I feel like, is one of those games where it's definitely hard at times, but it's not like hard like Witcher 3. I feel like there were a lot of times where I was ready to quit.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Because I was playing through those levels, and a buddy of mine was like, dude, this is why you beat this part. And it's kind of ridiculous how you beat this part, but you do.
You think it's better? Now, do you think Assassin's Creed is better than Gears of War?
I do think it's better than Gears of War.
I think so. I think maybe even better than Well, I don't know. Batman's really solid. I don't know. That's a tough one for me.
It's definitely better than Gears.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm going to make I guess we're going to kind of maybe end on this tier. Or kind of, if you're comfortable with this, sorry, why don't we keep with this longer? But I think with that game now being, or the Assassin's Creed series as a whole being moved in there, I think maybe Witcher should be bumped down to A.
7, 8, 9. We can have 10 on there, so I mean that's only 9 right there. So I mean we can still keep it up there if we want to do 10.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
And also, I still have about 12 minutes I could do if you want to do a couple more quick. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, well, so actually, this is kind of a random thing, but I know this is kind of our second episode together. And I think maybe one of the things we should include in our show is maybe kind of honorable mentions or kind of say, hey, this is coming out, guys. He's really excited to check this out.
Yeah, we can do that too. So
twice on there that I want to mention.
Well, so
coming out next week.
Well, so what did you just say? Like, I think you were kind of cutting out. I didn't hear you.
So one of the maybe little side segment in this that I think could be a fun way to end these episodes, since I know this is only our second episode, is something like maybe like, hey guys, this is here and it's coming out next week. It's definitely one of those things you used to be paying attention to.
Yeah.
And check it out. And I think, so I want to give a shout out personally for the new Watch Dogs game.
Yeah. Actually, comes out what like this
The
next
29th.
Yeah, yeah, that game looks amazing. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Watch Dogs 1 and 2 were both so much fun. They're just great games. The new Watch Dogs looks like it's going to be even more awesome. With a pre-order of that game, you get to have the characters Aiden Pierce, who was your first main protagonist in the first game.
Oh, nice.
And one of the main protagonists for the second game was a character called Wrench. You get to have those characters as add-on characters for pre-ordering the game.
I actually do remember
with the season pass. Yeah. So it's going to be pretty cool. And then what you'll be able to do with those characters is you'll be able to actually play through the campaign as both of those characters.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm pretty excited.
It's like pretty solid content to get with the pre-order. The characters we can like play through the whole game with those characters. So that's cool.
And the multiplayer mode is going to be cool. It's like a battle bots. You get to battle as those. And
nice.
That's
cool.
going to be a fun mode. Yeah, all around I'm excited. It's going to be fun to explore England. The games are beautiful. Number 2, really kind of made you. It was fun to explore kind of San Francisco.
Yeah, so I'm going to be a little honest. So when the first one came out, I like it's one of the few games that I actually pre-ordered, and like I was super looking forward to it, and like I was a little let down by the first game, but like after the first game though, I think it like really picked up.
Did you play the full story?
Yeah, I played the full story, and like I just felt like it was a little hard to figure out exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, they did have like some things to kind of help you on the way to figure it out, but I just kind of felt like
at times
like you were just missing something. I felt like it was like almost like Grand Theft Auto, but not quite as good as Grand Theft Auto, but like at the same time, you kind of had a little better storyline than Grand Theft Auto. I kind of felt like, but like I was like super stoked to like be able to like to control like the grid, to control like people to be able to control everything, but it just didn't really have that like
it didn't from that level, from that aspect. It was definitely kind of the beginning. Okay,
yeah.
Obviously, Watch Dogs 2 kind of takes off from there.
But then the second one, it like took it to a whole nother level. So I was blown away by the second one, and then the third one, that's the one that
Watch Dogs Legion. Yeah. Set in a dystopian London.
Yeah, so that one I'm like really looking forward to, and like the like trailers look sick for that game, and like I really like wish that like I had the money to get a PS5 and to get it on a PS5 or like even like an Xbox. They call it X Series. Is that what it is? The new one?
Xbox Series X, and I'm gonna have to wait on both of them myself.
Yeah,
just because I didn't really get it on the pre-orders, and I was thinking like, with everything the issues sometimes I feel like they have with the initial releases of consoles, I'm kind of like, well, okay, I can kind of wait.
Yeah,
I know eventually I do want to get a PS5, and I know eventually I definitely am going to get a Xbox Series X.
Yeah, usually I end up waiting close to a year before I end up getting the next series. That's just me, but then once I get it, I'm like all in. So I get it like every game. I just go.
Right.
I go to town.
The same way, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I'm kind of thinking maybe we could end. Well, actually, before I get to actually wrapping up the video here, so there's actually one more game coming out. We got Cyberpunk 2077 coming out.
Oh my gosh, dude!
In November.
Cyberpunk 2077.
So amazing.
I literally
I actually had it on the list here just to remind us to talk about it. But
yes, so I was so excited when I saw that game on there. So I literally, that's one of those games where like I pre-ordered all the pop figures. I got the exclusive Xbox One controller for it. I got they came out with like 3 or 4 action figures for this game. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're like amazing.
It's just like the world's incredible. The story music is amazing.
Yeah, the music. You even have Keanu Reeves in the game.
Yeah, Keanu flipping Reeves, dude.
Yeah, which is like awesome.
I'm not even worthy, okay?
Yeah, we're not worthy. Yeah, but like for like the whole world building that they have, like I always love games that are set in the future, and I love the whole cyberpunk. Actually,
I do too.
it's a little bit of trivia for people that might be watching is that the logo that I have for the game, or I mean not for the game for our show. I want to kind of bring it up here. Let me see. You can kind of see it just a little small one there. So there's that, and then we have the big one in the background. But the style of it, I was inspired to do it from when I saw all the trailers for the Cyberpunk games. I just like that looks awesome. I love
cyberpunk.
Yeah, and I love the way that it like is like very futuristic, but then it also kind of like involves some things kind of from the 80s almost as like an 80s like futuristic feel. So like it reminds me of like watching
80s tribute almost.
Yeah, like it reminds me of watching a movie from the 80s that was like their version of the future. So like if you're in the 80s, what would your version of the future be? And I feel like that's what it is, cyberpunk. So there's that little alternate logo that I came up with. Yeah, it's like Blade Runner. Like it actually has that feel for sure. So like it's I'm definitely looking forward to. But I thought though that before we wrap things up, I wanted to rank one final game, and I wanted to do it because it's my like one of my favorite games ever made. I think that it belongs in the top of the top, and that's Super Smash Brothers. Like I'm a huge, massive Super Smash Brothers fan because it involves
do it, put it to the top, raise it.
Yep, and it involves all the characters from all the Mario games, characters from Zelda. You got Mega Man. You got like Kirby. You got Samus Aran in there. You got like you even have Pokemon characters in there. You have just like it's like so many different characters. You have characters from like animes for the anime fans. You have like just like so many characters. Donkey Kong. You have that just so many. So for me, I would put that at the top of the top. That's my favorite game of all time. Yeah, even in front of Mario, because it actually has Mario in there, so you can be Mario. So it incorporates that.
That's hard. Like,
and they support it too. Like they support. There's like so much DLC that they already released. At least I think they've released. I want to say like 8 DLC characters already, and they're getting ready to release 5 more that they have in the works. So it's just like they really keep up with it. They just released a new DLC character from Minecraft. You can be the 2 main characters from Minecraft. Then they released like some anime characters. I'm not as big into anime, but they released some characters from Fire Emblem, and I know they released one. There's a game that I have down here that I saw was an anime game. Oh, from Persona. So they have games from Persona. Awesome. So yeah, but for me, it's my favorite of all time. But I was gonna see what you think. What do you think?
I mean, Super Smash is fun. So I remember playing on the earlier consoles with my brothers and stuff, and like friends. You go to a friend's house. Hey, what do you want to play together? Super Smash.
Super Smash all the way, every time.
You know? So yeah, I'm okay with putting it in the S tier.
All right.
We can debate and see where it kind of falls in the next episode.
Yeah, there might be some that like go a little higher than that, maybe.
Possibly,
because,
yeah.
Like an Uncharted, maybe, because that's like on like any given day, Uncharted's my favorite, or Super Smash. So that's just a little preview. We haven't ranked it yet, but we'll see. But yeah, this is kind of where it stands for now. Do we have? I don't know if we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10, but that's not to say that those are going to be.
That's not to say that's going to be the official 10 list.
Yeah, so we still have,
because we still have some good games to go through.
We still have all these games. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So we still have like tons of games. So if you're watching, you might see some of your favorite games in here. Got some classic ones. We got some new ones. We got we got Far Cry. That's a big one. We got
definitely.
We got more Star Wars games. Grand Theft Auto's on there. I mean, there's like so many games. So I mean, you just there's a lot left.
There is for sure.
So yeah, so I think we're gonna end it here though, because I got to get going for my next video. I know you have work coming up soon, and then
I do have work coming up soon. I should figure out lunch too.
Yeah, my wife always needs me, so she's always off in in the background somewhere saying, "Hurry it up, come on." so she give me the signal. We have our own little signal.
But man, it's been so much fun doing this. I know this is only our second episode, but I'm glad we started doing this.
Yeah, and actually, I'm gonna see. Let's see. There we go. I'm just gonna put us up full for the last little bit. Maybe throw up our little Facebook there, and then you can find.
You can check us out. I know that I know Jordan's really easy to follow on Facebook. Sorry, I thought I was trying to go for you.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah. No, so you can follow me on Facebook. You can see it down there, Jordan Anderson 21. I don't really do a lot of Twitter and Instagram, but I do have some accounts, so you can find me there. It's Jordan 83616. But one other big place you can find me. I'm going to have another show coming up today. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. It's going to be called Get Sweaty. It's over on the Media Sweaties Network, and we just talk about the latest movie news, the latest sports news. And then we're going to be doing a top 5 this week. We're doing our top 5 comic book story arcs of all time, so that should be fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we have a Media Sweaties group on Facebook that right now we've been doing polls trying to rank the greatest TV theme songs of all time. So we're going through.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going. So that's pretty much where you can find me. What about you, Chris? Where can the people find you?
Primarily Facebook. I mean, I do have I think I have Instagram. Chris Schott. Hold on, let me look. I think that's some of that stuff.
Yeah, so you got your Facebook down here, Chris Schott 84. Looks like.
Yeah, that's a good place to find me. My Instagram is cscott1128. You can follow me on there. I post a lot of different pictures and stuff. A ridiculous amount of selfies.
Yeah, and Chris actually is a legit photographer. He actually has a little side business doing photography, and so you can watch for all the pictures that he puts up there. They're actually incredible. He's great at that. So.
Thank you, buddy. And as I said, this has been a lot of fun. For now, let's sign off, buddy.
All right. Yeah, this has been Tier Ranker Movie Parts for the Video Games Part 1. So
Part 1.
So
it'll be Part 2.
Yeah, it'll be a Part 2 probably next weekend. What I'm thinking, and we'll definitely update you that with the time and like when it's going to be.
It really depends on our schedules.
Yep. Yeah. So, and then also too, we're going to be creating some Twitter page, Instagram page, a Facebook group. So that's all in the works. It's all definitely coming. So
it will be coming.
You watch for that. Right. And then all of our social media you can find down in the description. So definitely give us a like and a thumbs up. You can click the little bell so you don't miss out on any content because especially with this show, we don't have a set time yet. So it's good to just have that little bell so you know when the show's on, it'll pop up. Yep. Yeah. So, and then definitely just like share this out with all your friends anywhere you can share it and let us know. So we're going to be doing Part 2 of the video game. So if you have any suggestions for us, any ones you want us to rank, anything that we left off the list, you can let us know if we got it right, if we totally screwed it up, if we like did a horrible job.
Where you think they fall? Yeah.
Yep. Just let us know. So yeah. And if you jump in the comment section, we're always going to throw up comments that
read them as we go along.
Yep, we had my dad here, like he's a huge Mario fan, so there's Mario. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm going to sign off here. So I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and this has been Chris Schott, aka Casablanca Kid, and this has been Tier Ranker Movie Parts Part 1. So we'll